All right, everyone. Welcome to Republic City by Night.
What it do? What it
Uh,
do?
Hello. We're gonna play
Hello.
some uh, Jidao Detectives,
Been
as you
three
do.
years.
I mean, it's possible that there's gonna be a huge gang war tonight.
Maybe. We'll
Uh,
see.
If there's time.
Possible.
Or maybe it'll be fine. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, it'll be just fine. Nothing could go wrong.
No, never.
Statistically
Couldn't
speaking,
possibly.
every time Stanley has said that something was going to be fine, it was the exact opposite.
I mean,
Statistically speaking.
that's the joke.
For those of you who are just
What
watching
could
for the first
go
time.
wrong? Hi, everybody.
I mean-
Good time zone for
That's
you.
any time I'm on a stream in a nutshell. This is fine. No, this is fine. We're
This
not
is
done.
fine.
No,
This
we're
is-
fine.
this is
It's
fine.
fine.
I've also
Hardly
been
anybody
informed.
dies.
I've also been informed because now I want chat to make sure Estaney does this. For Yuki to flirt with Casca.
I'm gonna be really salty if we end the season and that doesn't happen. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna be livid. I'm gonna be throwing things.
It's literally like on the list of required.
It's on you to do it.
I know. I just haven't found the right time.
Yeah.
It's also on me not to run away from you.
Also that.
Look, Yuki. If Ballad can do it, Yuki can do it.
Yeah, but Ballad flirts badly, like that's
With everyone.
their thing.
Yeah.
Whereas
Well,
Yuki flirts well with people.
Yeah. Look.
So
I'm just saying you can do it.
I know. I'm just saying it's important and it's going to happen.
Good.
Hi everybody. Welcome to this game. It's a thing. For anybody this is their first time, welcome. This is Republic City by Night. It's a Legend of Korra Forge in the Dark game. It's created by me, the person who's GMing this game right now. We're in our season 2 finale of this mess that is the Jidao Detectives, who are the official private investigators of the Pro Bending Federation.
Tell them.
a couple
No
sessions ago.
longer with a little asterisk saying
Yeah, exactly.
not actually official. Now we're officially official.
Yeah, officially
Love that
official. Yeah. I went and looked at the crew sheet because I was like, hey, is there anything I need to know here? And I looked at Sal and I was like, wait, who is Sal? I was like, oh wait, yeah, that's your contact, the Pro Bending Federation.
Mm-hmm.
Your Pro Bending Federation contact, who's like a combination of like Popeye and Willem Dafoe's character from The Lighthouse.
Yes.
Oh my, the stress. The stress. Oh.
That's the picture I have of them because we haven't really met them. They kind of just mentioned. Not that it's important for this right now. But last time on Republic City by Night, there's a gang war happening. Maybe it's brewing. It's in the works. The two main triads in Kyoshi Town, the Creeping Crystals and the Terra Triad, are at each other's throats. They want to throw down. They've been preparing to do this for 2 seasons now. Believe it or not, it's been very much in the background for most of this, but they're looking to throw down. The Creeping Crystals do not like the Jidao Detectives, but the police, who've also been working because they knew that this might be going down, are trying to make sure this doesn't happen, either through negotiation, which is what's happening right now. Zhu, the crew's police contact, came to them and said, hey, I want to negotiate out of this turf war because otherwise a lot of people get hurt, a lot of things get broken, which is what Zhu's superior kind of wants to happen because why should we negotiate with triads? We should just bust them and throw them into prison. Which, it is what it is. Ayuri is a respected inspector after all. But the crew, who are also at war with the Guanxi detectives, don't worry, this detective war, not going to go anywhere. Nothing's going to happen. Nothing bad will happen with it. Decided to go after the Creeping Crystals and see what they wanted in this, to see what their negotiating position was, and to effectively just be like, hey, Creeping Crystals, we know what you want. We will give you what you want because we have a stick. It's called the cops. But yeah, they went after Chao Gong, who is the negotiator for the Creeping Crystals, a Creeping Crystals lieutenant, who isn't just Nappa from Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Definitely not. But they went after him. They did a lot of investigation around it, a lot of gathering information, and they have a pretty solid idea of what that side of it is. They also know who the other negotiators are. They know Liu Xiang, who is one of the triumvirs of the Terra Triad, as well as somebody who is maybe a little bit terrifying to them, Rura, one of the Wan Shi detectives who's going to be there. But we have an engagement role to do because we haven't done that yet. So let's talk about the engagement role.
Mhm.
Let's talk about engagement because that's always a fun
Okay.
thing to talk about.
Okay, I do.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Go for
I'm
hard
glad
ball.
I was worried you were going to say no.
Aw.
Now smooch.
Smooch. See, this isn't Firebrands, but
You may as
We'll do-
well be at some
we'll do.
points.
Look, we'll do. There's been a murder later. It's fine.
Mhm.
Let me get.
So,
engagement.
should we choose our point of attack or our planning and load?
Yes, you should select which plan and the detail for that plan. So, for those who haven't done Blades, there are 5 in this case because occult doesn't really make sense because that's the Blades one. But I'm keeping the other 5. Assault, do violence to a target. Your detail with the point of attack. Deception, lure, trick, or manipulate. Your detail is the method of deception. Stealth, trespass unseen. The detail is the point of infiltration. Social, negotiate, bargain, or persuade. The detail is your social connection. And transport, carry cargo or people through danger. The detail is the route and the means.
Sounds
This
like a social plan.
Definitely sounds like a
Look.
social plan.
Look, I don't want to say that I know for a fact what the best plan is, but when has cracking skulls ever gone bad for us?
Every single time.
Do we need to? I was gonna say, do we need to list the times it went badly for us?
Besides those times.
Besides, besides
Yeah.
every single time.
I
You
mean,
know.
here's the thing: you can still go in with a heavy load and be ready to bust some skulls.
Mm.
It just sounds like we're approaching this from like a social position of trying to persuade them not to go to war. And when they say no, then we crack the skulls.
Yeah,
Right.
going up
So-
against multiple tier 3 factions. As tier 0.
A tier 0, effectively.
Because we're at war.
I could argue, other than a social, we could go with transport as we get on a boat and head to Southern Water Tribe.
All right, game's over. You just leave.
Really, this politics is too much. Bye.
We're making a new crew right now. The GDI detectives leave. We make a new crew.
Don't you already have your second identity made by this point?
We solve maritime crimes. We just get out to the
Oh,
water.
okay.
Water crimes
Water crimes.
instead of water tribe. Water crime.
So anyway,
but yeah,
I feel
it
like
sounds
it's a social plan.
It sounds like social. So the detail, your social connection.
It's Zhu, clearly.
It is Shu. Yeah, because Zhu is the main police negotiator, and sort of asked you to do this, but he wanted you to get some details first. So yeah, that's the detail. So load. We need everybody's load, starting with. Let's go down the line. Miss Etalk.
I'm gonna go with a normal load.
Okay. X.
The thickest load. Big boy load. I'm talking hefty.
All right, sounds good. Anzu.
I think I'm gonna go normal. I want to make sure I've got some stuff on me. I'm not packing light, but I'm not quite X's level.
Right. And Torch.
I think I'll go light, and
Okay.
that way I can be a little more nimble if necessary.
Well, so
Yeah.
I realized I'm going into this job with way too much stress.
Well,
Oh no.
8 stress.
Wait, what?
that's a lot of stress.
Okay. Because you had to use stress to call it a hunch and some other
Yeah.
things. That's
Yeah, I
right.
did.
Okay.
That's I've got all these cool powers, but they cost me stress because stress is the do cool shit currency in this game.
Mhm.
Yes.
So,
Do we have
uh,
to take Anzu to my old department store friend to buy her a new hat?
I mean, you can if you want to. We could do a flashback for that.
it wouldn't
Get a
help
new
my
hat.
stress levels, unfortunately.
No. Oh, we were looking at this all right, we got to go and
The engagement roll's happening right now. Yeah.
Yeah, there's just it's just important to know that I'm going into this
But
with a
that's-
lot of stress. But also because of our crew advancements, that is 8 out of 10 out of 11. So I'm not right at a trauma. I'm still
Exactly.
You know, just don't take any more stress. You'll be fine.
That's not gonna happen.
just get crits on every resistance roll you do. It's
Talk
not-
shit, roll crits. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Yeah, no, but that's the thing, X. That's the thing. You can this is a Fortune of the Dark game. You can always have flashbacks while we're in the middle of the job. Just being like, hey, I set this up beforehand, and it'll may cost you some stress, or it may be like, hey, mark this off or whatever. But yeah, so we have our item loadouts. Now, the engage roll. 1 die for sheer luck. Is this operation particularly bold or daring?
I think it
100%.
kind of is
Bold.
actually.
Bold AF.
Bold
Like,
AF, yeah.
We're walking in there and being like, all right, triads, settle
Let's
down.
sit down and negotiate.
Yeah.
Calm down, boys.
Is this operation overly complex or contingent on many factors?
Yeah,
It's kind of complex.
kind of is.
Just a little bit. You have to negotiate with 2 triads and the cops. Oh, and also Kyoshi Town, because you said they should be here.
Yes, they should be here
They
though.
should be here. They
To
are
help
here.
us, though. To
To help? Yeah, they're
And,
gonna help
and room
you. It's just
623 might also be there.
yes, block
just-
6 will probably
Sorry,
also be
block
there,
6,
which
right.
will definitely not make things more complicated.
Oh no,
at all.
Mm-mm.
Definitely not.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Does the plan's detail expose a vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest?
Yeah, we're making
Yes.
them sit down and speak to us.
Well, and
Yeah.
also we figured out like literally what they want, and we're using that against them.
Exactly.
Yeah, we did some mad research so that
You did.
What do they want?
Port space or to not be surrounded by the Terra Triad.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You don't
We're not-
quite know what Terra wants, but Terra is, as you have heard, the easier to negotiate with.
Yeah, we're not giving them anything, though.
I mean, we might be. We don't know. We just don't know what they want, but they'll probably be more readily say, hey, this is what we want. And like, okay, well, we do that for you, but then we have to do this for the crystals.
I got you, Miss E-Talk.
Yeah. Negotiation is about negotiation is about compromise in the end. So,
Yeah.
is the target strong against this approach, or do they have particular defenses or special preparations?
I don't know.
not that we know of.
Yeah, not that you know of. Let me check something for them.
I feel like if we're being realistic here, I feel us coming up to the table with all that we have and with kind of like the carrying case, I feel like maybe we kind of got them by the foot here, maybe.
Mhm.
By the foot.
They do. There is a thing that would have been special preparations, but y'all have been pretty sly on your gathering information, and so it's not gonna come up.
Good.
Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight for this operation?
Zhu.
They have
That's right.
and are.
Are any of your enemies or rivals interfering in the operation?
Obviously.
And then any other elements. Well, you are a much lower tier target, but you're only lower. It doesn't consider how much lower, just lower. You have 1 die.
Okay.
Roll engagement.
Could be worse.
It could be much worse.
I'll assist on that roll. Make it 2 dice.
Don't get that up.
I got a stress to spend. Why don't you get yourself something nice?
Just
Actually, I'm gonna bring out my other crew here.
is that okay? Yeah, let me.
That's definitely how that works, right?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Debut as secret characters, just right off the bat.
Surprise.
Okay.
Here it goes. Oh, wait, who's rolling?
Meh.
Man.
Let me also move over so that the stream can see this. There we go. 4.
That's not that bad.
This is good for you. This is very good for you, the
Yeah,
crew.
It could have been a lot worse.
We're
I'll
used to
take a
going in
4.
desperate and having to claw our way back to risky. So
Mhm.
So
Man.
now we can just sacrifice position for effect right out the gate and then get.
yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Still
I'm
be
not
desperate,
playing
get those XPs.
not playing Azumi, but I do like XP. So
Fortune. Right. So this is a negotiate. The thing here is that there's negotiation. The dangerous things, the things that would have made it desperate, are something you're going to find out about in a second. But the building that the police have commandeered for this meeting. It's supposed to be in neutral ground, so it's not in a police station or anything, because that is a terrible thing to send with. But it is in central Kyoshi Town. It is like a dining hall that's been cleared out. Basically, there is this like there's a larger restaurant that they basically are like, what's the owner are like, hey, we need to do this here, and you have the biggest space to do it in. So it's a large cleared out area. It has like a long table in it. One side are sitting Lucien and her Terra Triad members. On the other side are Chao Gong and his advisors. And then near the middle is Zhu, a few police officers, and yourselves. On the opposite side of Zhu, in the room, because this would have been one of the complications, is Tian. Tian doesn't have very many people with her. Basically, the cops are just like, when you went and told Zhu was just like, ooh, that might be a problem with my superiors. But he was able to get it through enough where he could bring them in for this negotiation. The triads are like, basically, both the triad sides were like, it doesn't really matter for us. They could be a witness. Mm-hmm. The complication here, however, as the negotiations start and Zhu stands up and starts talking and starts being like, thank you everybody for being here. Like we want to resolve this as amicably as possible. You see walking through the door behind Tian are some people in beige trench coats and hats.
Oh, those douchebags.
We were expecting this, but
you were expecting this, but it still makes it riskier.
It's mean.
Maybe we could just kill them all. Wait, sorry, wrong game.
Yep, wrong game.
Where Nickelodeon here, Nickelodeon logo shows up.
I need to do a flashback where we make sure that the bells aren't going to ring when we murder all these people. Wait, sorry, still wrong game.
You do a flashback where you put explosives on the door where they walk into.
Yes.
I do a flashback where I bring a young baby Avatar in and just kind of sweep house.
You just like, here, Korra, go.
Lawrence just throw Korra at them.
You just throw 12-year-old Korra at them. They'll be fine.
Avatar mom.
Yeah, but the Wanshu detectives, they walk in. They just look at you. They stare you down as they walk over behind Chao Gong.
Yeah, stare at them back.
There's a lot of staring. I think Yuki just kind of tilts her head and looks at them over the rim of her sunglasses, just like, I see you.
I straight up blow a kiss.
Zhu kind of stops it, like it stops him in his tracks with his like speech that he prepared. He's just like, good of you to join us. And the detectives are just like, and he continues on. Who is in the room? I know obviously 3 of you are. Is it Torch? Are you here?
Trying to figure out if there's a reason for me not to be in the room.
Okay. So
can we just leave that ambiguous until you need to either be in the room or not in the room?
We can do that too. It's
okay.
You've been off camera this whole time, but
I think for you, Torch, it's a question of, do you want to be part of the negotiations proper, or do you want to be doing other things while the negotiations are happening?
Ooh, planning out an exit, maybe?
Also, while you're thinking on that, should we just go ahead and take synchronized? Because that might really help us here.
Yes, let's take synchronized.
All right.
Let's take synchronized, please.
All right. I will mark off that we don't have a crew advance. I've already added it to our sheet.
Excellent.
I thought that I agreed to that earlier, but now
it was ambiguous, so I figured I would just make sure.
Y'all hadn't decided yet, if I remember correctly.
I am making sure that there is no one lurking about to sabotage these.
That's a good idea. We'll actually start with you then, because the negotiations will be going on in the background. Because there's like negotiations are a lot of talking, and we'll just go like basically how the negotiations work. Let's make a clock for it actually, because clocks are good for negotiations.
Like a 4 o'clock or a 2 o'clock maybe.
I have a feeling it's gonna be like a 12 o'clock.
It's gonna be at 8 o'clock.
Would you need help with that, or you got that one solid and you want me in here watching over Anzu and them?
I don't know.
Here's the question: Are there thugs inside the room?
Yes, or there are like the
muscles.
The muscle for each of the triads, and then police officers.
How many police officers?
Zhu promised not to bring many police officers in the room with him, so there are like 4 police officers. And
are any of them mental benders?
2 of them.
So, I just realized something. And that is that we went to all this trouble to get our meeting with the
Crystals?
Negotiator from the Crystals, from all of that. And while Miss Etok was in a very clever disguise, Anzu was not.
Yep.
But also, like, we're there in our official capacity as the Jidao detective, so even if Anzu isn't standing there, it will not take much to put those things together.
But the guy that we met with, he's not here.
Yeah. You didn't bring Xiaogong to dinner. It was a different member.
So it was the other guy. That's right. No, it was the other guy, but okay.
He was like he was a high member of the Creeping Crystals or something, but he wasn't part of the negotiation squad.
His name was it was Loser Lon.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Who's not at these negotiations. Yeah.
Okay, brilliant.
Yeah.
So you're good.
I'm just trying to put everything back together because it's been 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I also will be describing what reminding everybody what Xiaogong and Tian look like, as well as describing Yusha, because you haven't met her yet. But first we have Torch on the outside. So Torch,
the answer to Brooks's question, I think X actually should be with me.
Okay, we can split the groups into 2.
Yeah, I think we'll be okay because we have like police in there. Some of them are metal benders. We can probably get out if things start getting hairy. Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, it's a question of seeing. You also have Tian and the Kyoshi Town people who are there, who are like normal people, but maybe there's more than meets the eye, you know. And also Block 6 might be around. You'll see. But for Torch and for Torch and X, you're creeping around the building like you have seen this Torch, you've seen this before because you've seen like police lockdowns and stuff like that. And X, you've seen this sort of thing before. It's a little bit different since you're a soldier, and so how soldiers secure buildings a little bit different than how the police do, but you've seen this type of thing before where
would I consider this like light security or like heavy in my experience?
In your experience, this is like heavy security for police. And that's because the police, you're like soldiers are there to kill people. Police are there to stop people, which there is a marked difference in how you do security on those two. So for you, this is like, this is pretty good. Like, this is meant to not get people past versus like, if you had done this back when you were the Earth Kingdom Army, you'd have just been like, we're putting fucking walls everywhere. We don't give a shit about half the buildings here. Like, we're just going to remove them. But you can't do that as a cop for the most part. But yeah, there are regular postings of either like beat cops or metal bending cops like around there. There's also a few triad members of both the Creeping Crystals and of the Terror Triad. Outside, however, outside the building, like standing outside, there is a small crowd. They're not like riot. They're kind of just standing outside, and there's like some cops like in front of them, just being like, "Please stay where you are." But they look like mostly normal people, though both of you spot a few known members of Block 6 among that crowd.
I'm not sure how I feel about that. Can I converse with Torch about that?
Yeah, totally.
Hey,
are we on a roof somewhere, or
where do you want to be? I'm telling you the current situation of like the building, depending on where you are, and then depending on where you are, you might have more.
Would you want us to be eyes from the sky for this, or do you think we should be on the ground level in case something pops off?
What is the in for a penny advance?
In for a penny is spend 1 rep and describe how one of your contacts put themselves in danger to help you. Everyone in your crew gets 1 dot in action your contact's skilled in for this case.
I mean, I think that possibly it's just Ju himself, right?
I mean,
feel like
he's
she would have briefed
here.
us and like done something to help us. The question is, what dot do we want?
Yeah. If she spend a rep. If she was helping you, let me open up our actions and attributes, because he's a police officer. So his primary thing is probably like
metal bending. We all have dots and metal bending
tonight. Commander Tangle probably, or
Skedaddle.
What about Eyeball?
Eyeball could also be good. Eyeball's probably like it depends, because he's a beat cop. So, like, probably for him, Eyeball and Command are the probably top two things for him. And Skedaddle.
I was thinking Skedaddle. He like prepared an out for us, basically a way for us. Like he like put us through drills on, if shit goes down, this is how you're getting out of here. So that's my thought. If we want Skedaddle,
okay.
I don't have any dots in Skedaddle, so I would love one.
I like Skedaddle. I also like maybe an Eyeball, just to kind of to get an eye on like what's going on around us, to kind of prepare. That way, if we need to like dip out early, we can do. But I mean, yeah, I think Skedaddle. I'll agree that Skedaddle's probably our best one.
All right, then Skedaddle. She's a very quick cop, quick on his feet.
I think we should be up on the roof.
Okay, up on the roof.
In the sky.
Do you want to be on the roof of the same building or on a roof of a different building? Same building. Same building. Okay.
Go ahead.
Go.
Same building, so long as we have the ability to like get like there's stairs leading up to the roof, right? Like,
100%. Yeah. There's like stairs or a ladder, something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're on that building. You see this crowd, and yeah, there's like a couple of metal bending cops who are on adjacent roofs, kind of just like waiting around for trouble because they expect trouble.
Right. So you wanted to say something?
I was gonna ask about what, like, if we're on the roof, if there's like people with us, or like how much vision do people have of us on the roof? I guess. I think I'd rather would not be seen. I
think since this is the engagement role, like you're in a risky position. You're not like gonna be immediately seen, but like if somebody like went out of their way to like find you, they could find you. Pretty like not like it wouldn't be too difficult to find you.
No one knows where you are currently, but if they started looking, they'd see you.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Makes sense.
Well, it'll probably be some minutes before it goes to that, so I guess we can kind of chill up here then and just kind of keep our eye out. Because I want to just be like, if I notice if anyone's trying to go in through like a secret entrance or like out through the normal agreed upon routes. Because if our guy said like, yeah, everybody's going to be entering in from here, but here's how your guys escape, I want to make sure no one's trying to go in any other way or see anybody like leave. So it come and goes. I want to see the come and goes of like outside of just the main entrance.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I think we could make that an action roll. Like like you're trying to figure out where people are. Yeah.
Would that be my eyeball then?
Yeah, I think that's eyeball. You're trying to figure out what's going on here. That makes sense. It's risky. It's standard. I don't think there's anything preventing you. And like this is like in the evening. It's not like it's dark and you can't see anything.
So I'll be assisting X with that.
Okay.
Using White Lotus Gambit. So that's one of the two that I have. Unless I lost one. Was there one being used from the previous session?
There was one used in the previous session, I believe. But the score hadn't begun yet, so like I don't know.
Let's just this is the last one.
So let's just count that as from the last score because there were
Okay.
so many uses of it that we didn't use. I think that's only fair, really.
We didn't really squeeze out the sponge.
But yeah,
on that.
let's. I
Right.
think we can count it as, and I don't have to have Dragon of the West up here because you're actually here and you can use it yourself.
Before you actually give me that torch, I already have 2 dots in eyeball, so I mean, we can save that for later.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, we'll save that one for later. But
Cool.
Let's do this.
That's a 5. Okay, so it's successful, but there is a consequence. I think the most obvious consequence is it's not a result of this, but it's something that you can resist. You see beige trench coats going for one of the entrances.
The main entrances, or like one of the obscure ones?
One of the obscured ones. One of the triad ones, where it's like we bring in the triads here, so like there's less suspicion, basically. The consequence there is that the crowd is getting restless. So I'm going to start a crowd clock. If you want to resist that, you can.
I'll ask my team. Is that something we want to resist? Like, is that going to be a problem for us?
Yeah, it might be. I think that.
What kind of clock are we looking at?
6 o'clock.
How many ticks?
This is risky, so 2. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm only at 3 stress. I guess I can resist it. Yeah.
I mean, we can just leave it and then resist that later, I guess.
Well,
we have no stress.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like, well, yeah, well, because like I don't know how much stress you guys have. I have the least amount of stress. I'm only at 3 of our 11.
I have 4, so I'm also okay.
Because like I'd hate for like Anzu would have to resist something like that, and then it would be a wrap. But are we okay with just resisting it later, or are we cool with me just resisting it right now?
It would be an insight resist, right? How many
It would
dots
be an
do you
insight
have
resist.
in insight?
Insight. My biggest one is my eyeball, and that's 2 dots.
No,
Do you
you
have
don't
any
count
other
your
dots?
biggest one. You count how many different ones you have, so it's still 2.
Oh, 2. Then yeah, I
It's
have 2
2.
dots.
You technically have 3 because y'all have +1 to your all
Right.
yours.
But
I have 3.
it's automatically calculated in there.
So
Okay, then yeah, I'll resist it then.
okay.
So I just click insight.
Yes.
Just click insight and don't add anything. It
Alright.
should do it automatically. All right, so you take 1 stress. You get. I think this is you get the impression that there are people within the crowd who are trying to rile up everybody else. Basically, there are
Instigators.
instigators within the crowd.
Oh,
Agents
that's good.
provocateur.
Provocateur.
Somebody does not want this negotiation to go well.
No.
Hopefully, it's not those blocks.
With there being 2 ticks on the clock for the crystals make a move, maybe it's them.
Maybe.
Huh?
Perhaps.
Maybe.
Oh.
And also, we saw the Wanshi detectives go in and stand behind the creeping crystals negotiator.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah. So y'all
So,
know
Tor-
y'all know something's up.
So, Torch, do you think we should take a look at
What
that?
they know.
Or bide our time?
It may be my best role, points and stats wise, to try to control this crowd, because I've got Schmooze and Finagle and Command and Bend. That's where I've got my stuff at.
Saint Ivan
But-
request. There's a lot of people here representing a lot of different factions.
Mhm.
Would you mind breaking down a list of who is actually here?
Yeah, sure. Where would you like me to do that?
I don't know.
Do you want me to make
Maybe
a
on the
sheet for it?
side.
I mean, just like dropping it in, on the map or something. would
Sure.
work.
Yeah. Let me.
Just something so I've got a reference because, like,
Okay.
I'm
so
trying to keep
there are,
straight
like-
who's here.
Yeah,
and-
there are 6 factions here, so it is complicated. I'll
There's
put it
like
on...
6 factions here and like 5 people at least from each faction who have already been named,
Yeah.
plus a bunch of mooks,
Let me make a handout for it because that'll be easier to.
Thank you.
See.
It's
All right,
our
please
fault
continue.
For making Saint make so many characters.
Please continue with what you were doing. Well,
one is Zumi. We can get rid of a whole bunch of named characters. Just one big fire.
I mean, after the season, we could have a whole coffee book of all the
All right,
names.
so we have the creeping crystals. We have the Terror Triad. We have. Please continue. I'm just.
yeah, I didn't mean
Oh,
to
yes.
interrupt you there, Kai.
So what I'm thinking
continue.
is this. So what I'll say is, that crowd is going to be a big problem, but those 2 brown coats. I think I get bleeped out. I think I only said like poop coats, but like it sounds cooler if I get bleeped out.
Right.
Those 2 coats are something we should deal with right now, and then as soon as we're done with that, I think I need to enter that crowd.
Do you want to maybe? All right, you got your Tetsubo with you?
I do.
Let's get to work.
Yeah, so I'm thinking like something along the lines of like grabbing like a steam pipe and having us both just slide down the side of the building.
Yes.
Excellent.
And maybe you could create a foot elevator. Is it a stone building or a wood building?
It's a stone building.
Oh, that's not a good idea.
What are
Well,
you talking about? It's a great idea.
You just have the ground come up to meet you and then bring you down.
I said we could just drop and I raise the earth to like break our fall a little bit.
Break our bones. Yes.
Okay. How about you like slide down the steel pipe and I don't know if you guys have seen the Avengers. You know when the Hulk was like when he was sliding down was like gripping the side of the buildings? That.
Cool. We do that.
Excellent. That sounds wonderful. Yeah, let's so is the idea where are you trying to get to? And I imagine you're trying to do it quickly.
We're trying to cut them off. Right?
Okay, yeah. Then let's do a group skedaddle, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, group skedaddle.
So I will lead it.
Okay.
So I have effectively 1 dot in skedaddle
Cool.
from the training of our friend.
Yeah.
So it's risky. Yes.
It is risky. It's risky. It's going to be risky standard for both of you.
Risky standard.
Actually, no. Risky great. They don't expect you to be coming.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Start over. Risky.
Sorry.
Great. 1 bonus die because I normally have no dice in this. And
Get that 6.
Okay.
God.
Never mind.
Oh!
Never mind. I should have said a damn thing.
That
X,
is
use
not
X. You
a
need
6.
you need to roll because this is a
Oh,
group roll.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
it's a
good.
group roll. You can make this better.
Oh, good.
I should have asked who was leading. I
did.
think.
Casca
I-
is-
I
Okay,
think it
you're
was
leading?
Casca.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, risky, great. Okay, baby, come on.
You put the bonus die in, right?
What? I'm about to right now.
Yeah, okay.
Any
Wait, so-
other bonus dice or devil's bargains or pushing yourself
Well-
you want to do?
Well, I mean, bonus. Oh, hang on real quick. We're since we got that help from Cho, do we have a dot and skedaddle now?
Yes.
Yeah, you have a dot in skedaddle because
So you
Shoes
just
gave you a dot.
put a bonus
Give you a bonus
die.
because it's just for this score.
Okay, so I would just since I have no dots in skedaddle, I would press skedaddle and press bonus die then, right?
Yeah, you do skedaddle, risky, great, bonus dice, and you add your bonus
And if you want
dice.
if you want to push yourself for another bonus die,
I got the space to do it. Yeah, I'll push
All right.
myself.
So yeah,
All
2 bonus dice then. That's a
Jeez.
4.
Oh my
Okay.
god!
All right.
How
So-
tough are they?
So Torch, you take a stress from your failure.
yes.
Also, there is a who's at the negotiations handout.
Thank
that
you.
you should all be-
Thank you. I'm
No
gonna
problem.
pop that up and put it on
Yeah.
the stream.
There are literally six factions and 5 people.
Oh boy.
I apologize for having so many people, but y'all made me create a lot of people.
It is our fault.
Yeah, it's
Like,
your own fault.
it is our fault.
It's your own damn fault. I
Pride
think
before the fall.
the consequence, because y'all got a 4. The consequence here is is going to be lesser effect. They sort of do see you coming. They can hear you coming, as you're going down the building, and you
Can I
cut.
resist
You cut.
that?
Yeah, totally. Prowess
Okay.
resist.
Okay. So what I'm going to say is, since I've never talked about my heritage before, that there are times when you have to go hunting in the South Pole where you have to be quiet, and this is something that I would know how to be more quiet about.
Yeah.
So, prowess, you said?
Yeah.
No bonus dice. Well, does the point in skedaddle give me technically?
Oh, it does technically give you. Yeah, that technically does. I didn't think about that. Yeah, it does.
Sweet.
You made you all better at resisting.
Oh, gosh.
Jeez.
That's so many ones.
Yo, just reboot the whole job real quick.
All right, you take
It's
four.
out
You
of
take
pocket.
you take 4 stress,
Four
but you
stress is that's fine. That's fine.
that's fine.
Everything's fine.
So
You
I
cut-
have 10 stress now. So
Where
You
did this go wrong?
10 stress, doesn't that fill your boxes? All of them?
all of my boxes are filled.
Oh no.
Ooh, that's called
That's
trauma.
that's a trauma out. So you get
Wow, that did not take long.
so you'll get to do this last thing and then you'll be out. But yeah.
Okay.
You just like you were able to actually you described to me how you're able to keep this this cutting off the one sheet detective so quiet.
I wasn't expecting this. Okay.
Neither was I.
Well, when you roll 4 dice and you only get a 2,
Yep.
let's
happens.
see. Yeah, there's nothing else to help me with this. So what I'll say is that, like I said, it's just one of those things where we learned how to hunt in the South Pole, where we were really quiet,
Mhm.
and I had good gloves on, and you can't hear my hands against the pole as I slide down it. And as X is dropping down beside me, you're pushing the earth up to greet you, right, X?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like they taught us in drop school.
Right. I point to I know exactly how far that sound will carry, and I point to the spot where you should have the earth drop you down to. That's far enough out of earshot so that we.
I'm like mid drop, and I see your fingers like.
Yeah, exactly. And so, so I guess we're behind the. Like we drop down behind the brown coats.
Yeah, and they do not know you're there. Like they
Okay.
hear something coming, but they don't know y'all are there.
Can I bend a wall up in front of them and stop them?
100%. Yeah, totally.
I was gonna do that. I just roll. I just bend.
You don't even need to do it. You just do it in front of them because you have the drop on them, so they have no idea that this is coming.
Okay.
Actually, I think you have to spend a stress for it. I think is the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Throw open earthen barrier, spend stress. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw 1 dot. Boom. Stop. In the
Yeah.
name of love.
Yeah, these 3, because you've noticed that one she likes to walk around in groups of 3. They stop and they turn around. You don't recognize any of these brown coats, which we've now come to call them.
Cool. So I don't feel anything when I punch him then.
I guess not. No. Yeah, they turn around to not like being like, what the hell is going on? And then get a punch to the face.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're tangling with them from the sounds of it. Isn't that what you're
Yes, and this is where girl is good. Position is risky.
doing? No, it's controlled in this case because you have the drop on them. This is you're very much advantaged in this.
And the
You should-
effect.
Uh,
Oh, what was that, Torch?
Well, I think you could push to the effect, like switch risky for a higher effect and just take them all out.
yeah.
Ooh,
you
yeah,
could.
can we do that?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, make that risky great then.
And can I still use my like assist thing even
Yeah.
though I'm from it out? Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank God. Yeah.
You want to do it now?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's gonna.
I
tick down to
prepared for
0.
this by having a Tetsubo.
You did. It's true. You did. Yeah. The Tetsubo falls out of your hand onto them.
All right, let's roll.
So
Yeah.
don't forget the bonus die that I gave you.
Mm-hmm.
It's 5s, no 6 though.
they're a little more sturdier than the last ones.
Yeah, I think again, it's a case of it's gonna be a case of because you're trying to take all of them out. You
Yeah.
get two of them. You can resist get the last one. Who's about to like they're a firebender. They light up their hands to try defending themselves.
Okay, I just like okay. Let's no. I'm 4 away from trauma. I'm just gonna just tangle with them again.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you
So
have the last.
you do have Battleborn, which you can use that special armor to resist a consequence of
It's
battle,
harm.
right?
It's
Isn't it?
harm.
Is it
specific.
just harm specifically?
yeah.
It's
You may
harm
ex-
or pushing yourself.
Oh, okay. Okay, it was
From
harm or
attack.
pushing yourself.
The harm
Gotcha.
hasn't happened yet.
My mistake.
This is the soft move.
Can I
Gotcha.
use my special armor to protect a teammate? Would that help out?
Yeah, it would because you're protecting them from this consequence.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'll use my special armor. on
Yeah.
the way out the door.
The Tetsubo, bam, right in the back of this guy's head.
Right.
His hat flies off. Fire goes out.
This is some Wile E. Coyote stuff right now.
Yeah, but you're out the door, Torch. You leave. X, you don't know where Torch went. Torch is gone,
Wow.
but all three of them are on the ground.
No, Torch says I can't just pick their pockets. All right, let's head back up to the roof.
All right, we're gonna cut back over to negotiations. This also, this actually filled in some of the clock. This filled in 2 ticks on the clock because y'all prevented some bad shit from going on in negotiations and didn't increase any of the other clocks. So back at the
It was
actual
worth it.
negotiation. Sorry.
I said worth it.
Yeah. Back at the actual negotiating table. Zhu's finished his piece, and this current negotiation is going about as well as you'd expect it to, Miss Itak and Anzu. It's Liu Xia, who I'm gonna describe the two of them and Tian. So let me get my notes for this. Chao Gong is this big mountain of a man. Like he's bald, he has like a mustache, he's wearing like his tunic that he has on is like half open, like showing his chest. Like he's a big fighter. He's mostly an enforcer type as a lieutenant. Yusha is she's also like she's much more lean muscle, tall lean muscle. She doesn't have any sleeve. Her tunic doesn't have any sleeves on, so you can see like the mountain tattoos that are on both of her arms. She has like a nice spiky ponytail, and she's kind of sitting back, letting Chao Gong just make himself tired by shouting at her, and just being like, "Oh, is that so? Sure, yeah," and just making like snide remarks at him while he shouts his position at her. And then there's Tian, who is she's a middle-aged woman who's like always wears a green head cover, who's just sitting here just being like, these are the people who are in charge of this? Really? But yeah, it's going nowhere currently. What would y'all like to do about it? What do you do? You're muted.
Yep, I just realized that. I feel like Anzu and Yuki are sitting next to each other, and they're kind of like observing this, obviously, and waiting for like the right moment to maybe like kind of come in and help, or at least Yuki's waiting to come in and help.
Okay.
So I'm kind of relying, I suppose, on Anzu to like maybe get the read on the situation because that's what she's so good at.
Yeah, that's good. What do I have that what kind of a role could I make to determine a good jumping in point that's gonna cause the least amount of turmoil on either side?
Bend might be a thing. You could bend to perceive like people's chi to like figure out like it's a social situation thing. You can eyeball it, just being like actually trying to.
study it
You could
technically.
study it too if you want to take more time to do it.
I like Bend actually.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
to be fully honest, I have 1 dot in all 3 of those, but I feel like Bend makes the most sense here of just
Mhm.
trying to get a feel for the situation. You know?
Yeah, you're trying to get the vibe of the room, that type of thing, to
Yeah.
put yourself in. And yes, Kai, you can switch to Venat. I think that makes sense for this. Like, I feel like this is a kind of all hands on deck mission.
And if Venat has been in the room the whole time, that's fine too.
Yeah, or maybe he has his own command center that's in the building. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do Bend. I think since this is still like the actual from the engagement role, it's risky. It's going to be perceiving people's chi. It's a question of like how open people are being, and I think people are pretty open in this room about their emotions.
Sure.
And where you can get in. So I think it's standard. Like, I don't think you have any special like insight into how to do this. Because you have, obviously, you know Chao Gong's position, but you don't know much about Liu Shan, and like Tian's not talking, and Zhu's just like, I need to, as the moderator here, let them get their stuff out.
So, I mean, alternatively, we could do a flashback to get something on her, but
Yeah, sure.
I don't know how that would.
I mean, I could do it because you don't have a lot of stress.
Don't.
And
don't.
I have some stress I could spend on a flashback, and I could.
You also have a special ability for meeting new people.
That's true, Kelsa.
Oh, you're right. Or should I say,
Yeah,
I've heard of them.
Just
Yeah.
use that.
You have heard of them. You have heard of her.
Yeah.
I don't remember if you used it last time, but
I don't think I used it on her.
okay.
I don't
Because we haven't met her yet. This is our first time actually meeting
This
her.
is your first time actually meeting her. This is
It's
true.
Technically, my power triggers when I hear someone's name for the first time.
But
that could have been now.
yeah, that could have been now when Ju's just like, hey, this is one of the triumvirs of the Terra Triad.
Yeah, so I've definitely heard of one of the triumvirs of the Terra Triad.
So
that makes
ask me a question about them. About her, I should say.
I want something that is going to get under her skin, because she's been sitting here just being like an asshole brick wall, right? So I want something like a childhood nickname, right?
Do you want? Are you asking me what her childhood nickname was?
Yes.
Okay.
What was her childhood nickname?
Because we don't have enough names in this game.
I know.
Because we don't have enough names in this game.
It's the same character, though. It's the same character. Something along those lines. Something that I can say and mention, and absolutely get her eyes on me. Right? If I were to. That's the type of information that I'm looking for, and childhood nickname is just like kind of the first one, that example that popped into my head. If anybody else has a different idea,
a secret that she doesn't want out.
But I don't want to just spill a secret here.
You wouldn't necessarily have to. You would just have to dance around it enough to let her know that you know.
Okay. Yeah.
You could always ask what's her vice, but I mean, the question's ultimately up to you. It's the one question that I'm going to be like, how did you hear about this?
No, I mean, that's easy enough to answer, always.
Okay, of course.
But what do I want to know? I mean, like, what wouldn't I mean,
you could just say what unnerves her. That could be what you know. What unnerves her.
Yes. What unnerves her? That's a great, very open question. I love it.
What unnerves her?
The deep philosophical stuff right there.
I know, right? Like that's some real.
Ask her what she thinks about Nietzsche.
Her position on Nietzsche, please.
That's gonna have to be a little longer. I don't think she's ever read Nietzsche, so like, don't know if she could really give an opinion. What unnerves her? I really don't have anything good right now. This wasn't a question I was expecting. How
about chaos? Like they really want things like controlled, like they're a control freak, and you know, when they've lost control over something, like it really bothers them.
Yeah, we'll go with that because I don't have anything good. Yeah, we'll go with that. She is someone who values. Actually, I have a good one. She's someone who values things being in a proper way. So like she like if it was a real world, she'd really be really into feng shui.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she's like she is like if things are out of place, it bothers her.
So we just need to start dropping stuff on the floor.
No, I was gonna be like, I mean, this is something where I
OCD?
can like go and I can like take my
Little bit,
teacup
probably.
and turn it upside down, and it's gonna start to bother her.
Yeah, stuff like there's a reason. The reason she's just like I don't care about what Changgong has to say because she believes that like in that like how things properly are, she is in a higher position than he is, which is true, but like that's how she's looking at it from what you can tell.
Okay.
This. But yeah, she's unnerved by like things not being in the proper. This is probably a thing of she learned it as a child,
Right.
because the Earth Kingdom values that type of stuff.
For sure. So how did I learn this detail?
Yeah, how did you learn this? How did you learn that she's unnerved by disorder in a word?
I think it is a story that Unsu did not publish. Like she learned it like there was an incident at like Pai Show Hall or something, right?
Mhm.
Where someone was you know, they were like stacking their tiles up on top of each other instead of forming like a hand, and like she came from across the room and like knocked the whole like flipped the entire table over.
I mean,
and,
she didn't even have to come over there. She just earthbended the table over.
and no, like she had to stand there and like look at them in the eyes while she earthbended the table over, right?
Yeah.
Like this is your fault.
Yeah. Oh, and she would totally do that. She's definitely the right image for that.
Yeah, and so Unsu learned this and was going to run the story, but then was like, actually, I don't want to be put on the Terror Trios hit list.
Not a good look, fam.
And so I learned that detail about her, but maybe didn't realize that she was going to be the negotiator here until she was here.
Yeah, there's like you can. I think another thing that does is she has a tick. In Casino Royale, the what's his name? The person that Mads Mikkelsen plays.
Hans
He does. Wrong movie.
I haven't seen that movie in hella days.
He has a thing where he kind of twitches with poker chips in his hands. She does something like that, but with like tiles, Paisho tiles.
Great, fantastic.
Yeah, so you know that about her. On a little bit of a tangent, that's important for these negotiations.
Okay, fantastic. So I still want to go ahead and bend in order to find the best spot to interject here.
I think you'll have great effect now that you know these. You have something on both sides now, effectively, and that's very helpful.
Awesome. Let's do it. Is there a devil's bargain I can take here?
Yes, there is. The Wanshi detectives that are behind the Creeping Crystals are going to start advising Chaogong on how to proceed.
Is it just Rua that's here from the Wanshi detectives?
Rura is the most important person, the person that you know about.
Okay, so the other two that we've dealt with before are not here.
They you haven't seen them. They might be. You haven't seen them.
Okay, just making sure we're all on the same page here.
Yeah, you. What are their names? Shoji and Yara.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Kun. You've technically dealt with 3 of them, but yeah.
That's right.
Do you want to take it?
I don't, but I'm gonna anyway.
Excellent. I love it.
Thank goodness you did.
Okay, I'm real happy about that.
All right, so that's a 6.
Yep.
Yeah, so you find you find the perfect place to interject. Like Chaogong has just she's stopped like shouting his stuff, and one of the detectives, which you figure is Rura. Let me describe Rura a little bit, because another person I have a little bit of a description for. Where are they? Why did I just skip uptown? There we go. They are a person of Southern Water Tribe heritage. They're gaunt. They're kind of gaunt. Like you can see, like their cheeks are a little bit sunken. You can see their like cheekbones pretty clearly. They have under their hat, they have a bob cut. And like you can't see most of their figure on the fact that they're pretty thin. They're like obviously this like high cheekbones business isn't just the face. And they go over and start whispering in Chaogong's ear. Chaogong kind of like leans back and listens. And that gives you the perfect moment to go in and interject here. And what are you saying? Or what are you starting with that perhaps Miss Etok picks up on afterwards?
Yeah, I think I think I don't even say anything. I think I just motion to Miss Etok like this is like the now. Time. This is it now. Yeah.
And I think I'm waiting for this, right? So I stand up and I start talking. Like it's the most normal thing in the world for me to be running these negotiations. Don't worry, Ju, I got your back.
Yeah, exactly.
This
is actually what takes Liushan off her game, is that she was expecting to talk and you just go in and she's just like has her hands on the table, is just got a little bit floored, but also she knows who you are, so she's just like, all right, I'm not gonna say anything. Just let this happen.
I'm feeling weird about role playing it, so I'm just gonna director stance this.
Yeah, totally, sure.
So we see Yuki stand up. She just kind of like gestures out her hands and she starts talking about how like all this shouting and arguing really isn't necessary, and how it would be so much more efficient and effective if we could all bring what we want to the table and that everyone can get something that they want. Because if you start battling over territory, then really all you're going to result in is more pushback from the police. Your members are going to get arrested and nobody is going to make money from that. It's just going to be a big headache. Wouldn't it be so much easier to just, while we're all here, to use this opportunity to get something that you've had your eye on?
Nice. Are you it sounds like finagle.
Finagle for days, yeah.
Finagle for days. Okay, good. Finagle for days.
Also, I'm definitely wearing an appropriate costume to make myself look like a negotiator type person.
What are you wearing?
It's definitely like a business suit. There's pinstripes, all buttoned up, all the way up to here with like a really slim tie and like a really long coat and gloves. I look really good.
Nice.
I look really official.
Yeah, you look extremely official. Do you complete it with a fake set of glasses as well?
Yes.
Like, okay.
Little rectangular glasses.
Excellent.
Actually, they're sunglasses because I said I had sunglasses.
You said sunglasses. It's
so
true.
I'm wearing my sunglasses.
But you're looking over the rims because
Yes.
it's sunglasses. Yeah, I got you. I also did that, and I was like, I'm blind now.
I have done that.
Big
I have
mood.
done that.
Same.
So, yeah, let's. It's Finagle.
right.
You have an appropriate costume. What exactly does that thing?
It gives me passing myself as someone who belongs there. It actually died to Finagle.
And you definitely do belong here. You were invited here, but you look like you belong even more.
I also look like I belong here. I don't just belong here. I look the part.
Yeah, you look the part. Okay, so it's gonna be risky because these things are. It's still risky. Like,
yeah,
there is simmering tension here, on both sides. Because of the scale, this would normally be more effective, but because of the scale, this is going to be limited.
Yeah, I will definitely figure out a way to trade position for effect here.
Push yourself.
I think what this looks like is me like actually getting up and walking around the room as I'm talking.
Yeah. 100%.
So it kind of puts me into a position where someone could like grab me or do something to me.
Yeah. Also, you walking around the room is going to unnerve both negotiators.
Potentially.
So, yeah. Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to add to that desperate standard?
No.
Okay.
You're not going to push yourself for great effect?
You're not going to take.
I thought about it. Don't get me wrong. I did.
You're not going to take another devil's bargain.
So
No.
many devil's bargains.
I'm good for now.
Hey, that's a 6.
Yes, it is.
There we go. All right, mark XP for desperate. Okay, so you get exactly what you want, which is going to be ticks on the negotiations go well clock. So it's going to be up to 4 because it was standard effect. So standard effect is 2 ticks. But yeah, you walk around the room. Nobody like lashes out at you or anything. You do a full like circle of the room. The person who's most interested in this, other than Ju, because Ju's just like, this is how like he's seen police negotiators. He's like, this is different. I'm glad I did this. Is basically his thing. Tian is the other person who's just like kind of looking at you because Tian knows who you are. And she's the most normal person here, so she's just like, why is there a mover star here?
I made a whole press conference.
Yeah, she knows. She's still just like, She doesn't know quite what to make of you, is the thing. She has like her hand on her chin, just being like,
okay.
Yeah, it brings the two triad leaders together, just being like, Lucian like stands up after you finish. She's like, all right, Zitak, you're right. We should get down to it. Xiaogong, I got something that's been written up by some of my pencil pushers back at headquarters. And she gets out pushes a couple of papers across the table, and somebody like brings them across the table because this is a long table. And Xiaogong kind of looks at them, just like, well, all right then. I think we can start negotiating on these things now that I've gotten my my word in. Yeah, my word in. But yeah, back outside. You are muted, X.
Am I?
Hello.
How you doing?
Yeah, you stopped a bunch of detectives from unlawful, from secret access to the building.
Yeah, I think that's a wrap. I think I did my job here. I think it's time for me to go home. I saved the day yet again.
But yeah, you're back up on the roof. You still don't know where Torch went.
Can I? I'm gonna do what's called a pro gamer move here. I'm gonna just go inside.
All right, yeah, totally. You can go inside and join everybody else if you want.
I want to like kind of. All right, trying to do this in character. Theatrics. Would we all agree that if even if X tried to attempt to sneak in there, it would still be a lot of noise?
Yes.
Before you walk in though, like there's at the doorway that would lead in from where you're coming in, maybe that's where Venat is standing.
Yeah, totally.
And
Oh yeah.
he's looking super nervous, and you know he's level 1, everybody else is level 10, and
Level 10 mafia boss. Is Venat your twin?
yeah, he's the one that plays snow volleyball. Remember?
Oh right, yeah, I totally
Yeah.
remember. 6-pack abs and everything.
Definitely.
All right, I'm gonna approach Venat, but like behind him, I'm gonna like try to surprise him, be like, Venat.
That's not good. That's so not good.
It's me. It's me.
Um,
Alex.
I think I'm going to take a point of stress. Jesus.
I thought you were just gonna elbow X in the face, like
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be surprise waterbending.
He could
Yeah.
definitely try. That's the thing.
I feel very threatened, so I
Okay.
am going to, like, you can probably stop me with a fist, but like I turn around like my life is in danger.
No, it's just a big smile on my face, tuft of hair, dirt, just smiling at you, towering over you. But not.
Oh, I think I'm older than my twin now. Fuck.
No, right?
Yeah.
Oh, is this your first negotiation thing?
Yeah, this is kind of the first.
Oh, come here. Look, it's all right. Look, your sibling ran off somewhere. I'm sure they're off to get like some snacks or anything. It's gonna be fine. Why don't you and I go inside and take a seat? I'm pretty sure it's at least cooler in there than it is out here.
Are you sure? We should just walk in? I mean, Yuki's walking around telling everybody what to do. I don't.
Yeah, I think that's the perfect time to walk in, actually, because as long as Yuki's controlling the room, we can just go in there and do what we want. We can just sit back, relax, and let Yuki, work her magic. Or you know what? Actually, this is your first one. What would you like to do, Manon?
Go home?
Besides that, you can't go home. So, not hold you hostage, but you can't go home right now.
I'll follow you in.
See, there we go. I like grab. I like just bring it over the shoulder. Like, you. I swear, you and Torts, like y'all brains are just like up here sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Look, you can't go home, but you can stay here.
So yeah, I was just like buddy walking, but not in. Just
Yeah, the doors open and the two police officers who are on either side of the door kind of look over. One of them like has a hand over their weapon, but then they see you two because they know you're supposed to be here. They're like, oh, okay. The one with their weapon kind of just exhales. And you walk into the room. You've gotten here. Miss Etok has sat back down. And it looks like the two, the triad negotiators, and what you have to assume is their lawyers, because of the way they're speaking, are looking over some papers and kind of talking to each other.
Someone going through a divorce?
I mean, kind of.
Yeah, a little bit. Sort of.
it's not that dissimilar.
Yeah.
Still, like, not in X perception, not holding on, but probably to Venat perspective, holding on to Venat, scooting on over to where Anzu and Etok are sitting and just looking to see if there's like any seats we can squeeze in.
Oh yeah, there are a few chairs that you could get into.
Hey, Anzu, you know if we sit here real quick? My legs are killing me. Cool. All right, everything cool on y'all side?
Negotiations are finally starting to take place, so
Wait, it's just starting?
there was a lot of posturing at the beginning.
That's one way to put it, yes. I suppose so.
You
We're bored.
while you sit down, like there's a few more y'all spend like a few minutes kind of just sitting down and like watching this thing happen. Like it basically for us, for the audience, it kind of just skips. It's just like y'all are just looking, and it's like a few minutes later, y'all are still looking. They're one of the Creeping Crystal's lawyers looks up. And again, like they've had behind them these detectives. And they look over to Zhu and just like, if it would be acceptable to you, we would like everyone except for the main negotiators to step out of the room. We have some sensitive information that needs to be discussed.
Why?
And the lawyer kind of looks at you, just like, well, it's of a very sensitive nature for both of the triads, and we think that it would be best if it was just them in the room. What do y'all do?
Can I resist that consequence? No, I'm kidding. I know.
I mean, you can make some kind of an action roll to talk them out of it. I think
I want to stay in the room. Basically.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
At least one of us should remain in the room, and honestly, Miss Etok is a good candidate.
Yeah, you can either like it's up to you whether you want to argue for just one of you staying in the room or all of you staying in the room. Like,
I say
would
we
definitely
haggle them down. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I would definitely argue that I'm one of the main negotiators in this.
fair.
There you go, done.
That's very true.
And we'll compromise, and everybody else can leave. So like people get what they want, but not everything they want. You know, compromise.
Like, just like lay down like this. Like, okay, well, you could have all of us or just one of us. So what's it gonna be?
So I think everyone starts to get up, and I don't. Is basically what this looks like.
Nice. I
Yes,
like it.
Perfect. I love it.
Yeah.
That's my
Like
parent.
like all of the like there are a bunch of people looking around, and the other person who's like does not get up is Tion. Tion's like, I'm not leaving.
Good.
Also, Juice should stay.
Oh, Zhu's staying. Zhu's organized this. Zhu's just like,
Yeah.
the cops aren't leaving the room.
Yeah. So yeah, I definitely sit down, and when you guys stand up, if you guys look at me, I'm just like, I have this.
I think there's like a moment where like I put my hand on your shoulder as like an acknowledgement of a flashback to when we're like, there's probably going to become a time when they're going to want everybody to leave the room, and you're going to be in there by yourself. And,
There's a gun. Just invented these right now.
Here's
No,
a gun
this
and
is-
$2,000.
This is Anzu and not Apricot, so I do not have a Derringer.
I get up and I look over to Eton. That guy smells funny. And just keep walking.
Okay.
I'm sure. My mind, I'm sure she'll know what that means.
On the way out, I'm gonna leave an extra flask of water by the door, just in case I have to run into the room.
Right, yeah.
Perfect.
Vinod is a waterbender, right?
Yeah.
Steambender.
You should have taken waterbending and steambending instead of forge and do the thing then.
Do I have to do? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because they're abilities.
Yeah, okay. I thought I knew it was at least one of them, but so
Yeah. It's waterbending is the overall one. It's the starting ability you take, and then steambending is something is under it.
got it.
I am remembering it how steambending was thrown in there.
No, it totally is.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so the three of you, other than Miss Etok, exit the room along with the Wanshi detectives and like basically the escorts for the Creeping Crystals and Terra Triad because the cops aren't leaving. And also Tion's like escorts leave because Tion's like, I'm not leaving. I got here. I got myself here. I ain't leaving.
You're one of the main negotiators. I have your back, Tion.
Yeah, exactly. She's just like, I appreciate that.
You
Appreciate
go,
it very
Tion.
much.
Grassroots.
Yeah. So outside of the room, the three of you are face to face with these Wanshi detectives. Like they just like walk up to you, and Rura, who y'all had seen advising Chaogong, or at least Anzu has. I don't know if Vinod and X have seen them before. They walk up to you just like, some interesting work you're doing in there. cops hire you?
Question.
Who are they talking to again?
The three of you.
Interesting work. More like Thunderdome.
No, I just kind of look and I'm like, the Triads hire you?
Oh, no, they didn't. We're doing this because it's in our interest to do it.
What is
It's
it?
in your interests to help some of the Triads, I see.
It's not like you haven't done that before.
Have we? That was an actual in-character question to Anzu.
I just reach up and I just pat her on the back.
Gotcha.
What are your interests here?
Well, I mean, you should know. You're in our way, and, well, the crystals can help us not have you in our way. You know what I mean?
Ooh. That cut deep.
We're not leaving.
Oh, you don't have to leave right now, but, you know, we're going to want you, well, out of the city at some point. We're going to pain in our backsides for long enough.
But where are we supposed to go?
Nowhere. We're going nowhere, X.
Okay, cool. Because I personally don't want to move. I like my house.
Well, if it's going to be like that, things are going to get more complicated. You should know that that building that you have here in Kyoshi Town, nice place. I've been there.
It is, right? It's amazing. Like, we got nice chairs. We got paper now. We got so many notebooks. It's honestly proud.
Yeah.
It's not really as nice as it used to be since you've been there.
I know. It's a little unfortunate.
That is definitely an in-character reaction too.
Yeah, it's like, oh wait.
I thought you were
Let me
being.
put this and this and this together. Oh.
I thought he was just being like complimentary. Enzel's like,
No, they're making veiled threats right now. That's what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's perfect that it's going over X's head.
Yeah, 100% going over X's head.
I thought.
So Venat is like, wait, you tore that place up? I spent hours setting that place up. And I'm putting my finger on the chest. I'm backing them up. I'm like, if you do that again, I don't know what I'm going to do. You are going to regret it.
They catch your hand the last time you do that and just like, please don't touch me.
I grab that hand and be like, please don't touch him.
And then it's no, I'm not gonna do this. It's just like, look, puts their hands up. All right, look.
We can coexist here.
I'm afraid we can coexist here, but not the grander scheme of things. I'm afraid.
Why can't there be two detective agencies?
That's a whole load of lawyer talk I'm gonna have to throw at you, but let's make
The
it.
short answer is they're greedy.
The short answer is you have no right to be here.
Excuse you?
You shrug, just like, we're here first and we're the best. It's gonna stay that way.
The best? I mean, y'all did get beat up by us a lot. I mean, we beat you guys up like almost regularly. Like it's kind of becoming like a routinely thing where we beat you guys up. I just beat up a few of you guys up earlier. It's crazy.
Oh damn! All right. Do you want to try to just intimidate them into silence? Would you like to do that?
That sounds like what you're doing right now.
Is that
Awesome.
what you're doing? Let's turn this to an action roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're commanding them because you're trying to intimidate them into silence.
Should it be a group roll? 'Cause you're
If
all
y'all
there?
want, if all three of you want to command them into silence.
Yeah, I got the knot already like finger ready. It's let's go time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that I
Instead of
think that
command-
my like contribution to this is just like shifting so that they can see my camera in my coat.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, mark off the camera.
Yeah, it's
so this
already
is-
marked.
For y'all, this is going to be risky. Because this could go poorly.
Can I do, instead of command, can I do bend and like basically will their spirits down?
Nah, that's not how it works,
dang,
unfortunately.
It's a good try,
you
though.
caught me.
Solid,
You caught me.
solid effort.
X, you are leading this, so if anybody fails, you'll be taking stress.
No worries.
And it's gonna be risky.
I'm very much bigger, and I did beat up those guys.
You did.
afterwards.
You did. They don't know. They don't actually know that though. They were just like, oh, they're late, but if you get through this, they're gonna freaking believe the hell out of you.
Dang, I should have picked the pockets then.
Just
Take
take
this
one.
watch.
No, you should have taken their hats. That's obviously the thing you should have done.
Wore their
Jackets.
hats in as
Wore
like
their
a
hats-
power
Oh,
play.
no! Damn, that
That's
would've
a
been so-
flex. That's such a flex.
If you want to do
Oh.
if you want to do a flashback,
Can I do a
wearing their-
flashback? Can I do?
Oh, you do a flashback to your like, man, I did beat up some of your buddies earlier.
yeah.
And you just put their hat on, right?
Yep.
Like,
Hat
Oh, he's gotta get
flashback.
hat. Gotta get hat.
yes. Okay.
So crazy. I just got this new hat. And it's,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get on my
you
head.
totally could do that. It doesn't even take any stress. Yeah, let's make that risky great for y'all.
Nice.
With the hat and camera flex. Holy shit.
All right,
I love
let's do it.
That's a 4. That's a 5. Okay.
That's oh right, that's 0 dice.
It was
All right,
0
we got
dice.
5s.
All right, 5s. That's
Fives
good.
is good enough. I will take
And no
4
fails.
points. No fails.
Yeah, no failure.
stress.
Yeah, so you don't take any stress from this, X. Good job.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let me think about. I need a consequence here. I think.
Maybe they're just like instead of being intimidated, like they're scared, but they're like, oh, now we got to move harder on you guys.
I mean that is one of them. It's actually going to be adding to one of these clocks. Is the consequence? Because yeah, you intimidate the hell out of Rura. Just like hats, camera. They're just like they kind of put their hands up, just like, all right.
Now, where's your office at? Because I need to do what y'all did to ours to yours.
They're not even going to answer your questions. They're just like, I'm just going to back up and we're going to be in our own quarter over here. But yeah, the thing that happens is instead it's going to be adding to the crystals make a move clock. It's going to be 2 ticks. You can resist this.
No, I'm gonna definitely resist that.
All right, yeah.
Definitely,
Do you want?
definitely.
I can actually resist that. I only got like I have still like some stress to give. So
All right.
I know you're like.
Well, I have sharper than most, which is special armor to resist consequences of surprise or mental harm. Would this count as surprise?
Yes, you would not know this was coming. Like this.
Awesome.
This is because you're
I
not
will-
in the room that it's happening in. 'cause
Right.
this is-
So I will resist that then with my special armor.
Excellent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Yeah. So yeah, they back off and they just have like one parting word. They're just like, well, I'll see what happens then, won't we?
We already did.
Back off. So,
And
yeah.
I like take X aside and be like, no, calm down, it's fine. And then I'm like, we
But I
already know
think we
where their
did so
offices are.
good.
They are public knowledge. Don't worry, I'll show you later.
Okay, thank you so much.
Don't tell Torch.
Don't tell Torch.
Here's a hat.
Yeah, now you're all wearing hats.
Oh, good. Okay.
Back inside,
Uh-huh.
with all of the people cleared out, and the lawyers have also withdrawn. So now it's Tian. It's the five big people in this room. So it's gonna
And little
be
E-Talk.
endless E-Talk. So it's Chaogang, Liushun, Tian, Zhu, and Miss E-Talk. Because Rura left, because Rura's like, I don't need to be here. Chaogang's got it. Tian gets up for the first time in these negotiations to actually talk, like be a negotiator, and is just like, well, this negotiation is all well and good. between the two triads, but I come here as a representative of the people of Kyoshi Town, which both of you are. I've seen both of you. You very much people of this district. And none of this negotiation has anything to do with this district. It is a business deal. And this is hardly a business deal. This is people's lives that we have right now. If there's nothing that goes in here, we'll have more trouble down the line than what we have now. And it should be in here. And both triad negotiators just kind of look at her and just being like, yes, and Shadow's like, yeah, this is between us. This is what happens when we're the powers here and you're caught in between. I'm sorry that that's the case, Tian, but that's how it has to be for us to have our war not happen. And Tian's just like, so this is a case of Tian's trying to get her like point in, which y'all did agree to help her with this because she agreed to help you. So she's trying to press her point, and currently she is like kind of she's an island of her own right now because cops are like, we're just here for the triads. We're not here for.
I'll try to back her up.
Okay.
So I think, what are Tian's pronouns again?
Tian's pronouns are, I believe they are she/her. Let me look. Yeah, they're.
Yeah, that was
It's she/her, and
she/her,
it's on
she/her.
the negotiations page.
It's on the negotiations page. Yeah, she/her.
Cool.
Community leader.
All right. So yeah, I will definitely, when there's like I'm feeling out the situation, I'm letting her say her piece, and then they respond, and I say, she has a point, you know. We're all acting as if we're not all in this together, but we all have concerns with Kyoshi Town, do we not? Shouldn't we all be working together and in so doing be more harmonious and profitable? When we're at each other's throats, what gets accomplished? People get hurt. It costs money. It's not good for business, for anybody's business, don't you think?
All right. Yeah. Let's see how that goes, because you are making the point. You're trying to increase that negotiations go well clock.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, you are in a controlled position this time because now it's just the five of you.
Okay.
Well, the five of you and some more cops, but the cops are. It's really just Shu. The cops are here if a fight breaks out.
Sure.
Yeah. So let's do. It's controlled.
Okay.
I think you've proven to your you are making a point that they want to believe, or at least Tian wants to believe, and Tian's going to be backing you up. Tian's going to give you a die here.
Okay, cool.
The rest of them want to believe it, but they are here as representatives of their organizations. Okay. And obviously as representatives of their organizations, they're like, we got to keep our people in check. So controlled standard. You're not going against a group this time. Okay.
How do I trade position for effect here? Because I really want that great effect. Let's see. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna point out that if they were willing to work with Kyoshi Town, then Kyoshi Town might be willing to help them out on some projects that they're interested in, such as I'm not like, here's the thing. Yeah, no, if you stop doing criminal shit and hard pressing Kyoshi Town, maybe you could get some beneficial contracts for things that you want, like, I don't know, on the river. Meaningful look.
Yeah, meaningful look at Xiaogang. Excellent. Yeah, totally. Make that risky great then.
I mean, you're not even gonna ask about Devil's Bargain?
This is e-talk, not
I guess I will hear a Devil's Bargain, but I probably won't. I probably won't take it. Let's be real. But...
Fair.
Yeah, this is a because this has to do with Kyoshi Town. This is gonna be ticks on the riot breaks out clock.
For the Devil's Bargain? How many
got,
ticks?
No ticks there. I say go for it.
I'll take that die.
Okay. Yeah, sure. There definitely won't be consequences related to it.
It's fine.
I'm glad I took that die.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Kelsa.
So this is going to put 3 ticks on the negotiations go well clock.
We're so close.
I know you're very close, and we'll take a break after this because I know it's technically past break time. But I think the score is almost over. Y'all have been doing super well. So
I mean, it was a rough first half. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, it was.
Whew.
Yeah. So the negotiators kind of just stop and listen to you, and you're like, give that meaningful look to Chao Gong after you say that, and Liu Shan like kind of just stops and just like, I should take lessons from you. Jeez. Just kind of shakes her head. All right, what do you propose then? Give us some clauses we can put in here without the lawyers in here.
So I want to take a look at the documents that were passed over to Creeping Crystals. I want to take a look and see like what I want to like look at those.
Yeah, you can look at them. I think like there's a lot of like mumbo jumbo in there that's not actually important, but the important parts of this are like obviously creates a truce, creates one of those quote unquote everlasting pieces that are never everlasting.
Sure.
They're as long as the truce holds type of things.
Mm.
It also negotiations for Chao Gong's actually getting some of what he wants of not being surrounded by the Terror Triad. They're swapping territory.
Okay.
And that's effectively the things that are happening there. Like not much else. Like there's other stuff. There's like a bunch of smaller things, but those are the two main things.
Okay. So that's clearly what Terra wants to have happen, right?
Yeah, they want from what it looks like here. Terra wants like there obviously are looking for there was some territory that they were looking for, and they were willing to trade away the surrounding territories of the Creeping Crystals to get it.
And from what I can tell from this would also bring something that Creeping Crystals wants to the table, not being surrounded by Terra anymore.
Mm-hmm. Because you knew that was their negotiating position.
So I think as I'm looking over this, I'm looking over it with Tian, and I'm trying to get a read on what Tian would want out of this.
Okay. Yeah,
because we don't really know what her position is other than she wanted to be involved in the negotiations. So I think as I'm reading that, I'm talking with her and being like, so what are you hoping to get out of these negotiations? Just kind of quietly.
Right. Let's what action do you think you're doing to figure this out, to suss her out, so to speak?
Honestly, I'm probably schmoozing, but I hate it.
Okay.
I'm not a schmoozer.
No. I mean, yeah, schmoozing, it's making that good impression. It's going with connections from your background. It could also be like just straight up like studying, because you're studying the documents together, but it's up to you. You said schmooze. Let's go with schmooze.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make any difference to me, except I could maybe resolve resist when I fail this.
Yeah, so this is schmooze. This is again like you're asking what she wants. So controlled great. Like this is very much like getting what she wants. She hasn't told you mostly because she hasn't been able to speak.
Sure. All right. Well, I'll just let that happen because great effect is fine. I have one die on this. Yeah. The clocks aren't bad enough that I feel like I need to push myself, but maybe I will. You know, I'm gonna push myself for a die.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how's your stress looking? Cause
fine. I that's what I was looking at. Should I push myself? Yeah, let's just do it.
Because we're this close.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So I have one bonus die.
We just need one tick.
It's a 5. Okay. Yeah. I think this will be the end of the negotiations. Yeah. I was like, there could be something else, but I think it's more interesting if the negotiations end. Here with you being like, all right, we figure out what the Kyoshi Town portion is. Everyone's happy with it. We sign off and it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah. The consequence here is not going to be effects because the effect is basically moot on this. So you hesitate, withdraw and try a different approach, or else do it with a minor consequence. So you could obviously do this a different approach, but I think for this, the complication is going to be What could a complication here be?
Ooh. Oh no.
What?
Right.
I thought of a terribly good one.
Let's
What?
hear it.
Tell us.
That they want us to remove specifically our satellite
Satellite
office.
office? Yeah. That's
I
what
mean,
Wan
don't-
Shi wants.
Yeah, but like
That's
that
what-
the complication is that gets written into the terms of the negotiation. That
yeah,
was what I was
you-
I mean,
you
if
find
that's, I mean, if I find that, I'm gonna resist that being in there.
Oh yeah, totally. You can totally do that.
Manipulate them out of it. Nope,
yeah.
that's a bad idea.
Yeah, like I feel like that makes sense for
that's-
being a
that's the-
complication.
Yeah, that's a good complication.
So yeah, I'm definitely gonna resist that.
Yeah. That's gonna be
Yes, good
a-
planned. Yes, thank you.
Planned. Yes. Yeah. Let's do resolve resist. I think it makes sense. It's a mental strain thing of reading through legal documents.
Mm.
All right, you take
Stress.
one stress, and yeah, you find that clause, and you're just like, no, no, no. Just literally scratch it out.
Like just like this, I basically convinced them that that is completely unnecessary, not within the scope of these negotiations.
Yeah, exactly.
that sort of thing.
Yeah. But yeah, Tian tells you, she's just like, what I want is, well, promises. We have people who are hurt by these triads every day, and there's not much to be done even without the police here. And she points over to Zhu. Even the police here, we still have rampant crime in our district from both sides, and so we want to extract some promises, perhaps form something like Tiger Ward had with the block associations.
But with guns.
With rocks, because it's earthbenders.
Right.
Lots
That's
of
like
rocks.
guns, right?
Yeah, totally. They're just like,
Slingshots, you know.
we
Well,
want...
I don't know that we're there yet, but I certainly think we can take steps in that direction here today.
I think it would be for the best. Our community is strong but fractured. It is one that has a strong identity, but little leadership or reciprocity in when when disasters and criminal activities happen to it, and so want something that can address that.
I think Yuki is going to propose like it's not like an outright alliance, but it's more like the district should have contacts that they can reach out to in both of the triads. So when something like this happens, they can make like a formal grievance and get some sort of restitution from it.
Okay, yeah, I think she would accept that. She's at points adamant about like having something more formal, but you're like, no, we have to do steps here.
Yes,
Get to that.
it's got to be something attainable today, and then we can build off of it. That's
Yeah.
Mhm.
how I'm
Yeah,
presenting it.
so you're basically have like triad, like community triad ambassadors.
Basically, yeah.
For community triad ambassadors, great. So yeah, you do that, and the negotiations end. Everybody's brought back into the room to be witnesses to the actual signing of this. It's signed by Qiao Gong on behalf of the Creeping Crystals. It's signed by it's signed by Liu Shan as on behalf of the Terror Triad. It's signed by Zhu on behalf of the Republic City Police Department. It's also signed by Ayuri, because Ayuri actually shows up and signs it as the like lead inspector for this operation. And it's there are a few like associate signatures, one of them being Tian's, and one of them being for the Jidao detectives.
I'll do it.
Yeah, see, right. And Rura signs for the Wan Shi detectives on this, kind of begrudgingly, but you know, this is what it is. But yeah, that's effectively the end of the score.
We did it!
Yeah.
I want to sign before Rura, and then when I hand Rura the pen, I just kind of go and wait.
Yeah, and they just stare daggers at you, and they sign it. But you go out like the last scene we have here before we go to the break is the like Zhu and the two triad negotiators and Tian all walking outside the front of the building, and Tian raises the paper and is just puts her other hand up and the crowd cheers.
Is it like that one old school picture of like Truman wins? Like,
oh, Dewey, yeah, the Dewey wins, yeah, it's like that,
Dewey wins,
exactly,
yeah.
yeah, exactly, yeah, totally.
Except it's legit this time.
Except it's legit. Yep.
History jokes.
Bam. I'm all for it.
Awesome.
But yeah, the last is a snap of that picture. It's the you hear the camera shutter, and it's a black and white picture of Tian and the newspaper the next day, and we'll take our break there.
Awesome. All right. Well, we'll be back in about 6 minutes. Thank you all for coming out, and we're gonna do some downtime when we get back.
Hi everybody, welcome back. I talked a little bit too early. It's fine. We are back with more Republic City by Night, Jidao Detectives, because we have an hour. We got an hour. It's fine. Yeah. So we finished a score.
We gotta do finishing a score first.
Yeah, we gotta finish our score first. Let me open the downtime document because that's the one thing it's in. So the first thing you get is payoff. You get some payoff. What? Did we agree to something? I always forget.
Didn't. We did not.
Okay. I always forget because sometimes we do and sometimes we don't.
I feel like this is definitely a coin. This is a coin job for sure.
Yeah, no, the cops paid you.
Aw.
The cops definitely paid you.
Is that how I thought bribes go the other direction. Is that?
Yeah, this is such progressive cops.
We were private contractors for the cops. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Also, y'all will get rep anyway because you're going up against you're getting,
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is, let's see. I think this is a what would the cops consider this job? I guess this is a question of how impressed was Ayuri with y'all, and I would say pretty
Heckin' impressed. We made we're the reason the negotiations happened.
Yeah. So I think I'll say 8 coin. I think that makes sense. The cops are shelling out for this.
So do we want to just do 2 apiece?
Yeah, I'm okay.
I'll take 1 and give my other 2 the nod.
Oh.
They helped out.
Also, y'all get 2 rep by default, and they were 3 tiers higher than you at this time. So you get 5 rep.
All right, so we're capped out on rep.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We can't do anything about it.
Yep.
Are we still at war?
Yeah.
Yes, you're still at war with the Wanji detectives.
Yeah.
So heat. Oh, heat. So you got +2 heat from something you did last session. You get +1 heat because you're at war.
We're literally working with the cops.
But we get -2 heat because we're licensed.
Yes, and this is something legitimate that you did. So you're at 1 heat right now. This was standard exposure, this wasn't loud and chaotic. It wasn't high exposure because y'all were here as contractors. And the people who see this in the newspaper later are going to just be like, they signed a treaty, and y'all are going to be on page 8 in the last paragraphs being like, oh yeah, they were here too. These are also happened on hostile turf.
Was it hostile? Wasn't it neutral?
It was neutral. You're at war. Oh wait, we already did at war. These are well-connected targets because they're triads.
Okay, so 4 heat.
4 heat, yeah.
Okay. That's okay. We're not at 6 yet.
No, you're not. You're at 5.
Yeah.
Which means I'll need to roll an entanglement for y'all.
What does 6 do again?
It makes the entanglements worse.
Yeah. So this is. Have I been doing this secretly? Let me check. Have I been doing these entanglements secretly? I have not. I've been doing the open. I've been doing the open.
Yeah, you have been.
Okay. R2d6 KL1. 2. Okay, on a 4 to 5. Interesting. Oh, I gotta check the 2. No. Oh, excellent. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Because y'all are at war already. Yeah, we'll against you. Oh, yeah, they already had a plan, so they're gonna do the thing that they were planning on doing anyway. So y'all exit this is like not too long after the negotiations. You have Tuyen running up to you, to the group, and just like being like, you have to come now.
No one else find it weird that rival detective agency got street beef?
No, that's normal. So who is it that's
Tuyen is your Kyoshi Town contact for the branch office.
Tuyen. Sorry, I did not
Yeah,
hear who you.
This isn't the
said.
activist, right? That's somebody else.
She's the former electrical workers union person. Yeah.
All right, let's
Yeah.
go.
She runs up.
Did something happen to the branch office?
Yes, and you have to come now.
Let's go. And I think as we're going, I'm looking around and I notice Casca's not here, and I'm like looking at X. Where's Casca?
I think they went to go get snacks.
Squint. That does not sound like a thing Casca would do.
Just already
leave.
at the branch office.
You sprint over to the branch office. The branch office is on fire.
Oh, good thing we have Venat here.
Oh, all right, time to earn your coin, baby boy.
So technically, and you see that there are Wanshi detectives standing outside. One of them is a firebender, is burning down throwing fire at the building.
Take pictures. Take pictures.
I'm definitely taking pictures.
You can pay them 1 rep and 1 coin per tier of the enemy as an apology. Allow them to mess with you or yours, or fight back and show them who's boss.
Fight.
Yeah. I'm gonna straight up to the one that's firebender and just straight up RKO.
I get a clean shot first.
All right, yeah. Let's see you tangle with them, because
I'm gonna wait till Anzu gives me the go. All right, someone green light.
And we no longer have our dot and skedaddle.
No, you don't have the dot and skedaddle anymore. It's not the score anymore.
Don't need that anymore. It's fine. So yeah, I snap a couple of pictures and then let go of X's leash.
I'm out.
All right, let's see you tangle.
All right, position risky.
Yeah, this is definitely risky.
Also, Venat, do you think you can put out that fire?
I think Venat's already working on that. Yeah,
Good.
I don't think Venat waited for anything on that.
Yeah, we'll get to what Venat's doing in a second. But
since this is a surprise, will it be a great effect?
No, it's going to be standard because there are other people who saw you coming because they saw Tuyen run out of the building. They know they're not trying to be subtle about this.
Could Azumi be present though?
Yeah, sure, 100%. Yeah.
Azumi, can I help by like leaping out of the shadows and just like
Yeah, totally. Yeah, spend a stress. Do it.
My main target is just the RKO, the firebender.
All right, yeah.
Can I say that Casca like was paranoid about what was going on and went back and just collected Azumi and like that's what they're doing and they're here now. Okay.
100%. Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
It's all to be here.
All right, we ready to roll?
Risky standard. That's a 4.
Four's okay.
Wait, how many do you have in Tangle?
3.
You got another one from Izumi.
Roll a d6.
Yeah, roll another d6.
Okay. All right. How do I make it sure it's just 1?
Just /R. Just go into the chat and put /R space d6.
Okay. /R 8d6.
No, d6.
No. Let's try this again. /R
d6.
Space d6.
d6. All right. I can word.
Oh, it's a 4. Okay.
Oh,
So there's a complication. This complication this time it's gonna be harm. As you RKO the firebender, but one of the other Wanshi detectives turns around and they just throw they throw an ice spike at you.
I'm gonna throw.
There's a special armor thing, right? Like you were mentioning that before.
Yeah.
You want to spend a special armor?
Yeah, I do want to spend a special armor.
Yeah, it would have been level 2 harm stabbed, but instead it's level no harm. Yeah. How do you do it? What's it look like when you just?
Oh yeah. When I got him down, The dude who's coming to the spike.
Yeah.
Gonna turn the guy over and just have him stab him.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They stab their friend. They stab some friend, and he just stops. It's just like, oh shit, and then you just
Yeah.
take him out. Yeah.
This is a brawl. Let's go.
I did
Yep.
not get any pictures of that.
Nah, you weren't quick enough, unfortunately. With your camera.
I do that.
But hey, Venat, how
No,
are
I
you
was
dealing with this
definitely
fire?
busy taking pictures of Venat putting out this fire. Obviously.
How you dealing with this?
Um,
The building's on fire. What do you do?
yeah. I get up as close as I can and pull the stopper on my water flask and begin to waterbend.
Yes. Yeah. I'm so excited. Yeah, you're bending the shit out of this.
Yeah.
Let me see. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's bend. Are you trying to put the entire building out? What's your goal here with your bending? How much of the what's the goal here with your bending? That'll determine the effect. Because I think I know what the
Right.
position is.
Yeah.
The position's risky because this is risky.
I don't think that Venat's very surgical at this point in his life, so I think he's just going to try to take it all out at once.
Okay, yeah, let's go risky limited.
Okay.
And then you push yourself to desperate standard.
Actually, how much water is there around? No, I feel like Venat's the type of person who has water flasks and stuff in the building that he's gonna use. So
Yeah.
Yeah, for
okay,
sure.
yeah. Let's do risky limited.
Okay.
Can
Yeah.
I help here?
Yeah, how are you helping?
Let's see. I'm trying to think what I have on me that I could help with immediately.
While she's looking for help with me taking out the
can
firebender.
Anna help here?
How?
So, let me open her character sheet too.
We all have
Install
so
the
many
sprinkler
characters.
system.
Well, I said everyone's
Okay.
coming back for this.
Right? No. So, her whole thing is she'd been exploring the tunnels, right?
Yeah, totally.
So what if she's found either an underwater river or a sewer or
Mm,
like a what
Like
do you call it?
groundwater
type
An
thing?
aquifer,
yeah, aquifer. Yeah. Any of those are good.
any
yeah.
of those, right?
Yeah.
And this is her popping out of a manhole cover and direct access to this water.
Or perhaps instead, it's not you popping out of the manhole cover; it's the water just shooting out.
With her riding it.
That seems more Anna.
That does. There was
It's an
some kind of
explosion!
yeah, I was gonna be
Explosion.
we hear a dull thunk as explosives go off deep underground.
Oh God, I forgot Anna was here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Anna can definitely help with that. 100%.
Awesome.
Spend stress on her to do that.
It has been done.
Yeah. Are you? It sounds like you're increasing the effect on this rather than the dice.
Yes.
Okay.
I think so. I think that's
You can do that, right? You can
Yes.
help to. Yeah, Okay,
Yes.
cool.
I
So
think so.
it's risky standard now instead of risky limited.
I mean, I
Okay.
think technically I would have to roll to assist to
Setup
instead-
action.
do a
Yeah, it'd
setup
have to be a
action?
setup action.
I'm
You could
still,
You could do a rig.
yeah. I mean, I think that's
That
what it
would make
was.
sense.
Definitely.
Yeah. Let's do a rig
And
then.
I'm still
Um,
willing to spend stress as a flashback to have been in this position to do this rig in the first place.
Let's do one stress flashback because I
Okay.
think it makes sense that you're exploring the tunnels. It's your vice now. So
Right, exactly.
yeah. Let's do that. It's gonna be you have ample opportunity to do it, so it's controlled.
Okay.
It's standard. There is a risk here. You could blow yourself up, or get washed in with the water. You
That's
know,
fine. That's fine.
there's a reason it's controlled. You know enough about this.
yeah.
Just
Is there
shaped explosives.
do I no, I don't want a devil's bargain. I don't know why I'm asking. I do know why I'm asking, but
Oh
no.
no!
Oh, no.
Maybe you did want the devil's bargain.
Maybe I did.
All right.
Uh,
At least it's controlled. You falter. Press on by seizing a risky opportunity or withdraw and try a different approach.
Oh yeah, this is me seizing a risky opportunity. So I get everything into place and I realize that like there's just one thing that's in the way and it's gonna block everything up, and so I have to like clamber up on stuff, and this is why I'm riding the spout when it comes out. So
Of
this is
course.
basically me like getting in the way of it and like placing additional charges and stuff, right?
Right, of course, yeah. So risky standard instead.
That's it's perfect. I love it. It's great. Everything's fine.
Yeah, everything's fine.
That's Anzu. I do not want to roll Anzu's rig.
That nice 0 rig you're rolling right
do
there.
not want. All right. So is there a devil's bargain?
Harm. You're gonna take some harm regardless of what you do.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Follows the fiction 100%. I'm down.
Okay. You're gonna be taking, because it's risky, level 2 harm bludgeoned.
Yeah.
Which you can resist down to level 1, but you're gonna take harm regardless.
Sure.
Okay.
Let me roll the dice and see what all my consequences are before I talk about resisting anything. Is that cool?
Sure. Yeah. Totally.
Okay.
That's a
Resistance,
5. Okay.
We do it. We do it.
Yeah.
I come up
so
battered and bruised.
yes, you come up battered and bruised. God, risky. Another complication. I wasn't ready for this.
It's not just this manhole cover that water's exploding out of.
Yes.
I love it. Yes, do that. 100%. Boom. Do it.
Dang. I love it. All right.
Done.
I'd like to roll a prowess resist to have only level 1 damage.
Yeah, please do. Let's see how it goes.
Oh, I have to hit submit. One stress.
1 stress.
One
Yeah,
stress,
so you're
level
instead
1
of
harm.
bruised instead of bludgeoned.
Okay.
Level 1 harm.
Bruised and 1 stress.
But yeah, now Venat, you can do it. You have
So I'm currently at risky standard, right?
risky standard. Yeah.
Then I want to push to desperate grade.
Do you just run into
Yes!
the building? Yeah, I figured. Yeah, desperate great.
Okay. Is there a devil's bargain? I can get harmed as well. Getting into
Yeah.
fire.
I think you
Mhm.
get burned.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
So can Azumi help with firebending by like trying to pull the fires away
There
from
is
the knot?
there is a particular type of firebending that allows you to do that.
Okay.
I
do not have
don't-
that.
You do not have that. You do not have, what is it called? You don't have heat control, unfortunately.
So I can only light things on fire. I can't move fires around.
Could you fight the fire with fire?
You could do that. Yeah, you could try doing that. Yeah.
No, last time I did that, Casca yelled at me.
Yeah, the firebending's weird in that way that it's like you can like create fire, but like actually manipulating fire is like it's
I mean, it
weird.
makes sense. It's hard to do.
Yeah,
you would
it's
need
hard to
like a
do.
special
Yeah.
training. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
exactly.
Like
Yeah.
waterbenders are great at manipulating water, but they can't create it out of nothing. Whereas
Exactly.
firebenders, they can create the fire out of nothing, but they're not very good at manipulating fire by itself.
There you go. Yeah.
Can I like twist the arm of the guy who made the ice pick and tell him like, yo, straight up, help my homie put out this water, or it's gonna be some problems. That's
You could
not cool.
you might have to convince this guy to do it because this guy doesn't seem to really isn't in position to do it.
Really? So arm twisted. It's still got some fighting at home. All right, that's cool. That's cool.
I feel like this is another setup, but this time for maybe more dice instead of effect.
Yeah, I think so. Or even position, because it could get it back down to risky instead of. This is weird. I love it. So much
No.
happening.
We all want to help, and
It's
it's
so
great.
chaotic. I love it. No, this is
Yeah.
this is peak blades.
So,
Yeah, X. So you're trying to command this man to do a thing.
yes.
Yeah, commanding him. This is risky. He can still hit you in the face with some more water.
Really
The effect is going to be great. You have him in a freaking arm lock, and he's already been smacked in the face once.
Nice. So I guess there's no bonus dice above, is there?
Unless you want a devil's bargain or want to spend some stress.
Or maybe Azumi could be helping with this instead.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Azumi is a firebender, and they're very persuasive.
You know what? Maybe there's like I see the reluctance, and I just light up my fingers.
Yeah. Definitely. So yeah, spend a stress. You get a bonus die for this command.
Oh gosh, this is the dice have not been kind to us, but
It's like, oh, you like fire, huh?
That's
it's
a 4. Hey, there you go.
I'll take it, but man,
Yeah, I think he's not gonna fucking try to do it to you because you convinced him. He's not gonna like scythe at you or anything. But it's reduced effect. He's doing this reluctantly, mostly because he's been arm locked and shit like that.
I'm gonna stand behind him though. Like like how big is this dude? I just perspective wise.
You're bigger than him. I'll put it that way.
Good. That's all I need to know. So I'm like towering over this dude, I'm just towering over him. My focus is on him. Make sure to try nothing funny while the rest of my team is doing what they need to do.
Hell yeah. Okay. So yeah, this was originally it went from risky limited to risky standard to desperate great, back down to risky great. Do you want to push it back again to desperate extreme?
What extreme look like?
You just you take the whole the whole building is just no longer on fire.
That's like you put it out with minimal damage, right?
Yeah.
Because we got the help of Homeboy reluctant, but I mean
if I take it to the next level, could I have like pushed the water back out where it needs to go back to when it's done?
100%. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll push to that. So can I push and in that way and take a devil's bargain, or is it only push bonus dice?
Oh no, you can position for effect. You can always do, and then it's pushing with stress and devil's bargain that are exclusive.
Well, you can always do it as long as it makes fictional sense that you can put yourself in a more desperate situation.
Yes.
That would also in some way improve your situation.
But yeah,
your outcome.
So desperate extreme, and we have the devil's bargain of you're gonna get burned.
Yep. So that's 2 bonus dice. No, 1 bonus die.
1 bonus die. Or is there another one from No, we used it for the setup actions. Yeah.
Extreme.
Extreme.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
5.
That's a 5.
Okay.
All right. Desperate consequences.
No, stop that.
So, but not take XP.
I did. What level harm?
So you're taking harm from the Devil's Bargain, which is level 2 harm.
Level 2 harm.
Yeah, and you're gonna be taking level 3 harm from the actual thing because somebody shoots back at you in the building.
Oh snap! Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you take level 2 harm burned, which you can resist.
Okay.
With prowess, and then you're gonna be taking level 3 harm. Who would be in the building? I have to be another firebender. You're gonna get just like scorch.
This seems counterintuitive that there's a firebender inside the burning building. Actually, no.
Maybe they've got heat control.
I don't know, Izumi.
As I was saying it made sense.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you just weren't expecting this firebender, and they let loose with blue fire at you.
Oh,
dang.
Oh, is there a way? All right.
So I'm gonna resist the level 3.
Okay. Unless somebody wants to protect you and take that.
I actually have a question. Would they count as a security measure?
No.
That was a really good try, though.
If I see the blue armor, if I see that blue fire coming, can I get in front of Demont and just take it in my back?
Yes, you can protect Vinod. That is something you can do.
I'll straight up take
All right, roll prowess. Roll a prowess resist.
Not to be.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
I was inside the building and you were outside.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Oh, wait, you're inside. Oh,
yeah. Never mind. Yeah, never mind. That doesn't make sense.
I thought you were shooting it from outside.
No.
Sorry.
No,
that's the devil's bargain was being inside the building.
Yeah, he went inside to make it desperate, basically.
Yeah. But yeah, roll
to think of any way possible that I could help you out here, but I cannot.
It would have to be one of you would have to have seen this firebender before Vinod ran into the building, basically. Is what I'm imagining.
Can I do an eyeball?
Right?
Can I do an eyeball then?
Anna could have.
Anna was here, and maybe when they busted in to the place, she ran down into the sewers to get away. but like she saw that this guy was still there, and like now that she's out, she does the math and she's like, oh shit, there's still somebody in there.
So do you like run in and intervene? Is that what happened? Like run in with a knot?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Or you could tell. I mean, to
Like,
metagame a little bit, I've got 4 prowess dots. So if you're just like, there's someone in there, Yuki could just not Yuki, sorry, Izumi could just recklessly run inside, because that's totally something that she would do.
but Anna is also reckless too,
We
and
could run
also
together
it's the
and then
knot.
fight over.
Yeah, if
who
you see if Azumi saw little Anna run in, would like Azumi try to follow them?
Oh, absolutely. She's
Okay,
like,
so I think that's what happens. I think that Anna has been like taking her bearings and realizes that there's still one of them inside, and that Venat went inside, and so she runs in there and she like yells, "There's still one of them inside!" And like,
and
like,
then Azumi just speeds in and
okay.
Unfortunately, only one of you can take this take
Yes.
guard against this, protect against this consequence.
Sure.
So
who do you really want to, Kelsa? I don't want to take this away from you, but Azumi would definitely be running after you guys.
I feel like Azumi can get there faster, and I feel like Anna is going to feel terrible that Azumi took this.
yeah, what up, X?
When she was trying to help Venat, right?
I was gonna say if we hear that and I saw Azumi run, could I give Azumi, like if she's following after Anna, one of my armor? Just be like, hey, where, like, because today I carried a heavy load. Is that possible?
No, that's not that. No, you
Damn.
You do not have the time to do that.
Never mind. Godspeed.
It's fine.
So,
So yeah, I basically I start running, I overtake Anna, run into the
Okay.
building, and then I just like throw myself in between Venat and this firebender.
all right, level 3 harm scorched. But not. You
Yikes.
still have a level 2 harm burned. It's coming at you. So if you would like to resist that, otherwise.
Oh, so I can't resist that at all. I just take the harm instead. That's
For
fine.
level for protecting,
Yeah.
I mean, you can still resist, but
you
you're
can still resist.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna.
Okay. Yeah, do that prowess resist. Oh, that's a 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't take any stress, but you take level 2 harm, burned with blue fire. Yeah, Venat, are
That's
you
fine.
gonna...
I want to learn how to do this too. I get you.
Sure.
Okay.
Can I want to take the opportunity to as Azumi I assume gets like knocked back at least a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like she gets knocked into Venat.
Okay.
It's like she's in between Venat and the thing, and the force of it just like cusses
But-
her back into Venat.
But both of us are kind of like athletes,
Yeah.
Mm.
and Venat's kind of like loves the pro bending stuff, so maybe we just pull a move where like
Yeah.
this is something we're used to.
Yes.
Some
Oh my
pro
gosh, this is
gamer.
like
Yes.
the start of your pro bending career. As like,
Yes, it
like, You
is.
get pushed back into Venat, and then just immediately you like both like fall into this move like without talking and have never having done or discussed this
Total
before.
synchronization.
Yes.
Yep.
Hey, we
And
just
so-
took synchronized.
And so what I want to do with that is like, as I imagine that I'm spinning you around like it's almost like a dance move, I take the water that I have and it traces back up the blue fire as steam and just rides its way back. into their
Yeah.
face.
Yes.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Yeah, and this
So-
was extreme effect still. So like, yeah, you get this guy too. Just fucking steam right in his face and just
He takes level 3 harm scalded by steam.
Yep. He goes down.
Slapped by Venat.
Yep. Slap by Venat. Yeah, are you resisting that the being burned by the building, Venat?
I didn't know if I could do that and do the dance move that we just did.
Yeah, you can do it. That one is following the fiction. This one was
Okay.
This one was from the just running into the building.
Is that a prowess?
Prowess, yeah.
Okay.
All right, so you take 1 stress.
And it's level 1 harm.
Yeah, level 1 harm. Level 1 harm. It's not burned because burned was level 2 harm.
Singed.
Singed. Thank you. Yeah.
Singed is a good word. Just
It
in
is a good word.
general.
Singed. But yeah, there were probably other detective like Wan Shi here, but they're out. You literally douse the entire building, and they're like, nope, fuck. And they just bail. They bail.
Shouldn't have
They're-
messed with the best.
Yeah, exactly.
How many
this
of them
time,
can I get pictures of as they leave the building?
how about you roll me a d6, and we'll see how many that is.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Damn
Damn it, Kelsa.
You didn't bring enough film.
No. Yeah, oh my gosh, like I got those pictures earlier of the bender starting the fire, and like now I see these other ones running out of our building, and I go click click, and I like one of them takes, and then it's just like spinning because the film is empty, and
Yeah.
oh no.
Or
Alright.
one of the ones she's like knocked into it on the way out. Like they broke your camera.
Snap.
My precious camera.
Precious camera. So you know what this is gonna do, since y'all just rocked it. Wan Shi goes down a tier.
Yes.
Because I think that makes sense here. Because holy shit, you just destroyed them
Good.
at this point. So let me change it on y'all's faction sheet too, so you can see it.
But did we destroy their spirits? That's really what I'm looking
Are they
for.
ready to say we're not
probably.
at war anymore?
They might be. They might approach you about this.
I mean, we do have evidence that they tried to burn down our building, and we have an in with the cops. Just
Mhm.
saying.
They're
Yeah,
be
you
like,
know.
hey, you know what? That was, everything was like so rash there. That's our bad.
That's our bad, yeah.
Y'all been messing us up.
All
Didn't
right.
know 6 of y'all was gonna be hard like that.
So yeah, that was y'all's entanglement. That worked out pretty well for you. But now you have downtime.
That's well, okay.
Yeah, that worked out pretty well.
Do we have downtime at war or not at war?
This is at war. You're still at war with them.
All right, who needs to go see Yomi?
So yeah,
Take it down.
y'all only have one free downtime action currently because y'all are at war. Unless
Sounds
you
good.
want to
Sounds
deal
good.
with that. Unless you want to deal with that right now and want to
Can
like.
we? I would like to.
Yeah, sure.
Like, I feel like we can. After this, I feel like we can send them a note or something and be
Sure.
like.
With copies of the photographs and just be
I was
like,
definitely
okay.
thinking that.
Yeah.
And an invoice. And an invoice.
And an invoice.
And
right?
an invoice. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Cause war is. Let me read the thing for war and Blades.
War is hell.
War is hell. It's true.
It
Truth,
never
war is
changes.
hell. It never changes. Thanks, Ron Perlman. Where is war? Okay. Faction will go out of its way.
Fallout from this.
The faction will go out of its way to hurt you, even if it's not in their best interest to do so. They expect you to do the same and take precautions against you. When you're at war with any number of factions, your crew suffers +1. Okay. You can end a war by eliminating your enemy or by negotiating a mutual agreement to establish a new status rating.
And it sounds like we're doing the latter.
Yeah, definitely. If
definitely.
y'all send them like pictures and stuff, be like, we got like actual blackmail material and like press and police contacts.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Maybe
So-
it comes down to just like defining territories.
yeah,
Like,
totally.
We won't work in Dragon Flats. You can have, etc. That kind of thing.
Yeah, you totally can negotiate that because
Or-
it'll raise both your and their tier back up.
Or, and this is just me. We say, we just beat you guys up fair and square. We own Dragonflights now. Y'all leave. I want all your chairs.
Dragonfly, y'all, the only
We don't
person-
have a presence in Dragonflats at
I,
all.
I was just
though.
looking
yeah.
at the map and saying some like
Yeah.
some,
Like,
Yeah, so I'd say the only person who's actually been to Dragonflats in this group on screen has been Torch. Funnily enough. But yeah,
Torch is a
so-
good property.
But yeah, so
I
if-
will say I don't like the idea of them going back up a tier.
that's how war works.
I know, but they didn't go down a tier when we went down a tier. We had to murder,
Yeah, we earned.
burn a bunch of them.
That's because they were at strong and you were at weak.
Okay, so
Um,
if we truce with them, like, can we just like make it clear like we have the upper hand? Like, hey, we own you guys.
No, they're still bigger than you are, so that's not how that works. But
we were
Um,
definitely able to put them into place a little bit, but
Mhm.
their place is still above us.
yeah, you could basically just be like, "Don't fucking come north of Uptown." Like you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because they're just like, because for them it makes business sense to be like, all right, fine, we just will take all the rich people because all the rich people live like uptown and south, basically.
For now.
For now, yeah. There's the Mose Coast, but whatever. They'll probably get over
So
there
yeah,
anyway.
maybe we just say like left of the river.
Mhm.
Left of the left river. It's our territory. Y'all don't come in here.
That's Kyoshi Town, though, right? Like,
Yeah,
That's
Kyoshi Town, Little Water
Tiger
Tribe,
Ward.
Tiger Ward, Roku Heights. Basically all the poorer districts that's our home base.
Yeah.
okay, cool. Yeah, I can vibe with that. All right.
Yeah, they're gonna just be like, as long as you don't release this stuff, they'll be like, all right, because you sent it to them, so they're just like, all right,
Mhm.
we'll go with it.
Yeah.
You get like you have a group that you agree to come to fictionally, like it looks like you come to a neutral location. It's you as the detective agency, and they will have Rura, and who else would show up for them? Rura and Shoji. Basically, all of the One-She detectives we've seen on screen will show up there. So it'll be
Mhm.
Rura, Shoji, Yara, and Kun will all be
Hey,
there.
Auntie.
And they like small talk, sign a couple of papers, and you're on your way. So yeah, you're
I
no
check
longer.
in with Shoji and make sure like he doesn't have any lasting injuries from that time I knocked him out.
Oh, yeah. He's doing he's doing fine. He's doing okay.
Can I bring up the fact that one of their guys stabbed the other one?
You can. They're not going to be particularly happy about it, but they can. They're just like, yeah, he's in the hospital right now.
Cool.
Yeah, but
So,
Shoji, like he has a new mustache style. He's changed styles. In the interim, he originally had like a little bit more just bushy mustache. Now he's went handlebar.
I don't know if that's a good sign or not. I'm confused.
Probably not.
Damn it.
All right, so I'm gonna put them back up to 2 week because that's what they're at now. And y'all can go back up a tier, back to one week.
Yay, 1 week.
Yay!
Though I think you're capped, so that means you could just transition over to 1 strong.
Yeah.
How much is that going to cost us?
All of your rep.
But any money?
Nope.
No, going from weak to strong is cost money.
I think we should
do
do
we
it.
need to use? I guess strong is better than weak. Yeah, let's do it.
I think it makes sense for us to end this in a strong position.
As much as I would love to use our rep to do more downtime actions, we're going to be getting them back anyway because we're no longer at war. So yeah, let's do it.
Exactly. I also need to figure out what your new relationship with Wan-Shi is. Your new status rating is with them.
I know how season 3 is going to begin. There's going to be a mystery placed in the middle of the bridge between Kyoshi Town and downtown.
Ah, yes.
God damn it.
Of course. Of course.
And we have to work together with them.
Yep. Have to.
I only want to work with the guy that got stabbed exclusively.
I think this either resets to 0 or it brings it up to -1 is what this does. -1 is interfering. The faction will look for opportunities to cause trouble for you or profit from your misfortune. As long as it causes no problem or significant cost for them, they expect the same from you.
I feel like that's where they're at.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's where
yeah.
we're definitely
All right,
at.
so yeah, it goes from -3 to -1. They're expecting you to be trouble, but like they won't go super out of their way to like.
And they know we've got dirt on them, so we've
Yep.
kind of got them on a leash a little bit.
Exactly. So, yeah, there you go. So yeah, y'all have a bunch of downtime actions again. You have full
Yay.
downtime actions.
Yay.
And hold on. Did you? This was not investigation or espionage, so you don't get money from your branch office.
No, it
had to
sadly
go and
was
check.
not.
Oh, it was a negotiation and
It was a
then a
negotiation.
punching.
So
Brawl.
Anzu needs to relieve stress.
Mhm.
Very bad.
Let's start with.
Before anyone leaves stress, I want to say, anybody need to go see our man Yomi?
Azumi's going to need to, but I'm not spending any of my downtime actions on her.
I was gonna say Anna is bruised, but I wasn't. We'll see.
Y'all might need to add Yomi as like a crew contact at this point, because holy shit.
'Cause everybody-
Hey, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
If we want to.
I guess the question is, has Yomi met everybody on the crew? Because if so, then we could probably just add him here.
Okay.
Yuki has never met him.
He's met Torch. He's definitely met Anzu.
Definitely met Azumi.
Met
More
Azumi.
than once.
Not-
He's met the O.
If he's met the OG crew, I think that works.
Yeah, let's put him on there.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and add him on.
Yomi is
You
considered.
can meet Venat right now. Venat's
So-
hurt.
Yomi, a back alley healer, is his thing. So yeah, put him on the crew sheet.
He is on the crew sheet.
There you go.
Cajun Cruise.
Cajun Cruz.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Okay.
You know what? If I could split my downtime, one for Anna and one for Anzu, I would do that.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Then Anna does need to go to Yomi.
Yay! You get to meet on me, and you're just the same age as his youngest daughter. No, it's middle child. Yeah, middle child.
I have to check something because I actually I haven't done this too much with how downtime works. Is downtime actions just like between all of your characters, or is it per character?
I think it's per player.
Let me check. Downtime activities. Each PC has time for 2 downtime activities.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, then never mind.
This is why I wanted to check because I was like, I'm pretty sure it's PCs, not.
Then
not-
Azumi definitely also needs to go see Yomi. Like she comes out and she's just like got all these scorch marks on her and stuff.
Oh no! Oh, baby! Oh no!
I'm okay. I'm okay.
But this is
Ow.
anime. This is anime scorch marks too, so
Yeah.
it
Right, of
doesn't.
course.
Yeah.
Where's Venat?
Anna
He's
is-
okay.
Anna
He's
is,
okay.
Like,
And he comes out. He's also burned.
Anna is like not dragging him because she doesn't want to like accidentally touch him and hurt him further, but like kind of fussing around him, kind
Oh my
of
God!
trying to get him to come out.
I
And
love that all the young members of the crew are just like beat up.
Mhm.
Oh, babies! Oh no! Okay, come on, guys, let's go. I'm just like I start to carry Venat.
Ugh.
So,
Ow.
do-
I'm fine. Don't touch me. And she's just walking.
Where's our car? Someone call Yuki.
Yeah, if you call Yuki, Yuki will show up with the car. She'll come around with the car, drive y'all to Little Water Tribe.
I'm gonna knock on the door. Yomi!
Yeah, he opens the door and he sees that you have multiple people with him. Because he was in the middle of something. He's just like, oh, that's even more concerning, ain't it?
Yeah, okay. So it's like this.
somebody tried to burn down our office. It was terrible.
I
Now,
can't believe anyone would do that.
Wasn't
Also,
even
I really
me.
hurt now, and I got like all these burns, and
yeah, he puts a finger up just like, y'all are going to have to wait just a little bit so I can finish what I'm doing right now, but I'll have you in just in so. Just close the
Absolutely.
door.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so let's
Always so oily.
Seems nice.
are you okay, Anna?
And like she like reaches up and like touches where like she's got like a bruised rib or something, and is like, kind of.
How about you, Venat? How you feeling?
She pulls up her her shirt, which is like pulling up a hoodie and then also a shirt. There's like 3 layers or something, and then like shows her side that looks like she's been kicked by a horse or something.
Ooh, that looks really bad. Oh,
Oh,
I
great.
didn't expect it to be this many colors.
oh yeah, you
That's
get all the
happened.
colors.
Oh man, you should see some of the colors I've seen in the ring.
It's a pride
great.
flag of pain.
Great note, Venat. Great note.
Venat normally practices waterbending at a fire and waterbending school, so
Mhm.
he's used to being singed. So.
Yeah. So let's roll some recovery rolls. Or I have to roll for y'all's recovery rolls. since the
I'm gonna
doctor
spend
has
both
to.
of my downtime actions, by the way, recovering because I have
Okay.
level 2.
So Yomi has been a tier 2 healer, like 2-die healer. I believe. I
Yeah.
think that's what I've been doing for him. Okay.
That's what I recall.
So let's go down the list. Let's start with Anna.
okay.
How many are you spending?
How many downtime?
Okay,
actions?
downtime actions, yeah.
One.
1? Okay. So this is your recovery action. It's a 3. Oof.
Okay.
That's 1 tick.
Okay, that's fine. No, that's
Okay.
totally fine.
Yeah, he kind of gets done with you first because he's like, you should just take care of this at home. I got more serious things to throw around.
Yeah, like this is one of those things where it's like there's not really much that he can do. It's like you just need to take it easy for a little while and
Yeah,
it'll be fine.
exactly.
And
Yeah.
she's like, but it's so many colors.
Like, that seemed about normal, especially got smacked from multiple angles, which looks like it did. Now, anyway, I got the rest of your friend to deal.
Oh, okay.
So Izumi,
I'm gonna probably do both of them because I
All
need
right.
so much healing.
So
Can I
here's the
also
first
give
one.
a coin?
Oh yeah, let me roll the 2, and you can decide which one you want to do it on. So that's a 5 and a 6. So you'll be doing 4. So you'll complete one, and you go another one, basically.
Yeah.
I complete one clock. What does that do?
It brings all of your harm down by 1 level.
If-
Okay, so now I'm singed.
If Brooks spends a coin on that 6, doesn't that make it into a crit, which would be 5?
Yes, it does. So it would
Yeah.
you would be 1 tick away from doing like having the recovery clock go again.
Okay.
If you spend another coin on the first one, you could just clear both of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do that.
Um,
I'm actually not harmed, so like
Do you want to
I've got a coin on Izumi. I don't want you to have to spend all your coin.
I'm fine. I got so much stash too. So it's
Stash
like,
is 2 to 1. You can lose stash pretty quickly with that.
yeah, I'm fine with that. I have
Okay.
Okay,
so many rolls.
then I got you later if you need me to. I got you.
All
later.
right. So yeah,
So,
you
cool.
you do recovery twice then.
Yay! And I'm full healed.
Yeah. You spend the night there, and like X brings a bunch of food, and
X
like
brings the best food.
X brings the best food,
Mhm.
and of course
Those are the best
pays
spots.
Yomi well, which Yomi appreciates. And Venat, you're also doing a downtime action, right? Or
Yeah, one action.
one?
We
action.
dragged him all the way over here. He's very
He's like,
injured, and
"No,
he's like,
I'm good."
"Nah, I'm fine."
All right, so 2 ticks.
I look
And
at Venat like, hey Venat, I can spot you to get you healed up more. It's not a problem. Like, let's get you. I want you've been working for us for like your first time on like a huge thing like this. Let's get. I'd hate to bring you back to your sibling beaten up like this.
I just don't think that people should suffer if they don't have money to pay for health care.
I know. Well, that's why I'm going to help you, and you don't have to worry about paying me back. Consider this your payment for the help.
Wow.
I had to make a social
I know.
justice
I
statement.
know. I didn't
Good.
know how
Well
to
done.
respond.
Well done.
So do I just mark off 2 squares on my stash?
Yeah, you go down. You
Gotcha.
remove 2.
Remove 2.
So that's 3 instead of 2 ticks.
Okay, can you keep spending money?
Yeah, you can keep spending money to up
Because
it.
X already gave me a coin, so
Yeah.
I'll just heal up then.
Okay, so yeah, you technically have 1 clock or 1 tick on the next recovery clock.
Oh, well, I'm at only level 1 damage, so
Oh, so it clears your harm, but the tick remains, I think. Is
No,
how that
because
works?
it'll go away if you get hurt.
Okay, then yeah, never mind then. So yeah, it clears it. You don't
Okay,
have You're no longer singed. Congratulations.
yay!
Yay.
Poor
all the
Anna.
babies are fine.
So I think Venat stays with Izumi, and
Yeah.
they're talking about that move.
Oh,
And
absolutely. She
that
would be like
move.
really excited about it and like, how did you know how to do that? And that sort of thing.
I'm
And
just
like,
gonna
yeah.
go home and
I'll walk you home.
Oh, and Anna she just gets kicked out. Just like, you'll be fine. Just rest at home.
Can I tell Anna we want to stay with me and forgot my roommate's name.
Jeremy.
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 Jeremy. You want to stay with me and Jeremy for a minute? We got a bunch of Jeremy's super smart and knows how to play Mahjong.
No, if I don't go home, my uncle's gonna be worried.
That is a thing. That is a thing.
Your uncle,
Oh.
you're fired.
I mean, we're still family, right? I still live at his house. He didn't kick
Yeah.
me out. He
Oh,
just
I should-
fired me. It's fine. I didn't say that.
Oh, hold on. Well, how about this? Before you go home, I'm making dinner.
and like
That's
that's like
Do
the
it,
anime
do it,
your
do
stomach rumbles moment,
Yes.
right? And she's like, okay.
There you go. All right.
All right, so we've got more downtime actions with everybody else. We do still, because we have 15 minutes left, and this needs to happen.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Etalk.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss
I
Etalk.
need to have a scene with Casca after all is said and done.
Yep.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yep. You're welcome.
It's funny though, because if I thought it was like you're gone for the entire session, I was just like,
No, you're just
there goes your chance.
I was thinking the same thing, and I'm just like,
Nah,
darn it.
it's just the score. It's just the score.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Where do you imagine like I might find you?
Timeline wise, when is this?
After the
Um,
score, unless you want to do a flashback.
Yeah, it's
Probably-
definitely after the score and probably after the fire.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I'm either singing or smoking.
Smokehouse, yeah.
Yes, okay. I'll definitely join you at the smokehouse.
That's where I'm at.
And
Yozo owns the Cloud Peak Smoke Shop and Lounge
Yes.
in Roku Heights.
so I think like I go there and you're just like finishing one of your sets. So I'm sitting down and I'm like watching the end of you singing. And
Right.
then you're gonna like go relax and smoke.
Yep.
And I light up a cigarette and I offer it to you, one of my cigarettes. As you sit down.
Okay. I'll take it.
And I'll light up one of my own. And I guess I'll start off by saying, you have a phenomenal voice. I had no idea you could sing like that.
Neither did I until one day I was here and I turned to Lef, the bartender. I'm like, Lef, who started the bet? I can't remember who started the bet. But we got up there and I was sure it was going to sound awful, and here I am singing now. So.
It Left's just like, I think that was your friend we agreed not to talk about.
Thank you, Lef. Thank you, Lef. But yeah, no, I didn't know until there was money on the line.
I see. And this is where you come to unwind?
Yeah, things seem simple here, and the things that are complicated can be obscured by smoke.
Is it is it always like this? The chaos that I've never been this stressed in my life. She just laughs and smokes.
Does Yuki know that Casca is ex-triad?
No, it
Okay.
has never come up.
Okay. And so they get very earnest for a moment, and they're like, well, I can tell you it's a lot worse when you're in a triad. It's actually kind of nice having as little stress as we do, and compared to like all the stress that we take in this detective agency. It seems kind of weird to say that, but they're just like, yeah, it's actually kind of a relief.
And I think I would, because like Yuki's very socially aware, and
Sure.
I think she would definitely pick up that you're saying, hey, back when I was in a triad, it was a lot worse.
Yeah, no, totally. And I mean, they're not in any way masking that.
Sure. I don't think she reacts to that, because I mean, we've seen that she's like got friends who are in triads, so
Right.
I think
And
she
now
just...
you can put together when Casca was getting all gaga over your.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, that makes sense. So I think she just sits and smokes for a while, and we just kind of like zen out there for a time, and maybe we're like talking and smoking, and I'm trying to get you to like open up to me
Sure.
about like because we haven't had a lot of time for like Yuki and Casca to talk as people rather than like as members, like employees, you know?
Sure. Sure. Is there a specific thing you want them to open up about?
Um, yes, but not in this. I'm trying to get a read on two things about Casca. One, you interested? And two, I'm trying to get to the things that are like really bothering you, aka your traumas, because that's gonna
Right.
fold into like one of my downtime actions that I want to do.
Okay. So I think if you'll bear with me,
Mhm.
I think we work our way for quite a while on this conversation, and it gets really late, and
Sure.
and then I'm like, you know, I'm pretty certain that the Mover Theater across the street is empty, playing something. Now, would you like to?
Yes, absolutely.
Because Casca's never seen a mover. but they're also saying what yes, they're interested. But
Okay.
if it doesn't work, if they've misread you, then they get to see a mover and maybe some popcorn.
Here's a question, Casca. Is the mover that's playing across the street one of a mover that Miss Etok is in?
We should roll a die for that.
All right. Yeah.
And make a fortune roll or something.
Fortune roll. Is this good or bad? I guess is the question.
I don't know. That's kind of up to Casca if it's good or bad.
Well, I can tell you it's a pulp about triads.
Ooh.
So
wow, that would be an interesting crossover if it was about triads and she was in it.
Yeah.
Let's
I'm down for that if we just want to just say that that's the case.
Yeah, let's do it. Fuck it. I like that crossover.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think there's the flicker of a mover. As we're the only people in the theater.
Okay. Yeah, definitely alone in a theater. Yuki's definitely making a move on Casca.
All right.
Cool. There we go.
Does that lead back to your place or what?
It certainly can.
Okay. Then maybe my first downtime action is to spend that time with you.
Do you want to start a long-term project together?
Sure.
Nice. Yeah.
Because my plan was to relieve you of one of your traumas as a long-term project.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, wow. I've never seen that before in a Blades game, but we'll see. Yeah, let's. God.
So the trauma is Casca is now as vicious as they were in the triads.
And I definitely want that one go away. I mean, I'd love to get rid of your paranoia, but I don't want you to be vicious.
Yeah,
Right.
so get rid of vicious. Oh god.
20 o'clock.
20 o'clock. Nah, let me see if there are any recommendations in long-term project. Based on the goal, I'll tell you the clocks to create and suggest a method by which you might make progress.
I think I can get rid of my clock that says "What are the creeping crystals up to?"
Yeah, you can get rid of that clock. That clock, we knew what it was. They finished it before you finished it, effectively. 10 o'clock, I think. Like, it's gonna take a while because
that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was not expecting this to be easy, but it's important.
Yeah. Make it a 10 o'clock.
Okay.
All right.
So we're both working on it.
Mm-hmm. It sounds like you're schmoozing? Is that right? Is that the?
I was gonna say consort, so that
Yep.
maps.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Schmooze it.
Okay.
Smooch it.
Just smooch it.
It's basically
Plus
the
one
same.
die from your friend, your crewmate.
I mean,
I've got
Yeah.
2 dots and schmooze.
okay. I mean, we're
Oh.
both rolling because we're both doing a downtime action for it.
And you
Oh,
both
okay.
technically get plus one die because you're helping each other.
Oh,
It's-
sweet. That's pretty
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
So I got
So-
5s.
So 2 ticks.
Is it
I'm gonna put it on my sheet.
is it a fortune roll?
Yes.
Standard. And I get an additional die.
Mhm.
Ooh.
So also 2.
All right.
4 down,
So-
6 to go.
We're
Yeah.
getting there.
Yep.
Cool.
That's progress.
Yeah,
That's
it's
good progress. I feel like it was like a lot of like quiet talk afterwards before going to sleep, sort of thing.
Sure.
And like heart to hearts opening up. And yeah,
Yeah.
just like kind of like building that sort of like emotional intimacy with each other.
It's really cool.
We only have 5 minutes left in the session, so
My
shit.
other downtime action for Yuki's going to be to go deal with her stress. So I'll just do that real quick.
all right, vice it up.
Yeah. same with mine, so
Anzu
I'll-
and Anna were
Okay.
both going to vice it up as well.
All right, vice.
If
All
I
right,
can just roll
3.
some dice.
Yeah, let's just roll a bunch and see if we can have a montage of everybody relieving their stress.
I'll
I
just
have-
leave it.
Wow, Anna got the perfect amount.
Perfect.
Oh wait. Hang on.
You got it. That
Yeah.
was it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So
Down to one.
I've
You're
got-
down to 1 stress now. Anzu's down to 3. Anna has no stress. Miss Itak has 4. Torch doesn't need to do it because trauma clears all your stress.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's just a montage of Miss Itak. You're in the bathhouse, just soaking it in with a glass of champagne. Anna, you're getting lost in the tunnels again.
And like
Anzu-
definitely we see that moment when she reaches for something and like pulls her side where she should be resting but she's not.
Yeah.
Anzu, we need to talk about that spirit and everything.
Oh
But that's gonna have to be at a different time because we don't have enough time right now.
Oh my gosh, this is like me giving the spirit like instead of my normal like attempting to do weird stuff with my theremin, this is like me going back and reporting to the spirit because I
Yeah.
was on a mission.
Totally, you were on a mission from the spirit.
Yeah.
And then X, you're in the fighting pits.
Yes. I definitely would hope that Remy met me there as well.
Oh yeah, totally, 100%.
Cool. Need to sort those out next season. You know.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
So-
yeah. Go ahead.
So Vinod has a long-term project if you want to, but I don't want to interrupt what you were talking about.
Oh, I was just saying the montage part of that is it's Remy and X facing off in the ring.
Mhm.
And it's just the face-off scene. That's it. There's no resolution to it.
So Vinod's going to work with Anna on writing up all of the plans necessary, and then talking to Casca's contact Kulan. Vinod wants to install pipes in every building where there's water being held, so that waterbenders can run in and fight fires, pull water out of.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's extremely cool. Yeah, let's do that. Fuck yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
Waterbender firefighting brigade. I love it so much.
There is actually firefighters do exist. There is a firefighter.
But
There are-
I love that there's like
Well,
the
it's-
pipes. yeah.
it's a sprinkler system, except it's for water. It's just literal waterbender. It's like
Mhm.
building. It's like water reservoirs for every building, essentially.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's very cool. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, Anna will totally help you with this.
Yeah. It sounds like because you're making the plans for it right
Study?
now. Study, yeah.
How many ticks on it though?
Oh, what's the project clock for making the plans? much of an architect is Venat versus an engineer?
He's definitely an engineer.
Okay. Let's 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock.
Okay.
For just making the plans, because you're gonna have another clock for actually like putting into practice. It's kind of like the triad detector. It's got 2 clocks to it.
Yeah.
Well,
Did
can
that
I-
thing ever work? Did we ever confirm that worked?
We
No.
we didn't, because she hasn't created it yet.
Could I start with rig and be doing a prototype?
Sure. Yeah. Start with the prototype. That sounds good. And then
Because
like
we
building
install
the
it
actual plans with it.
in the
The branch
in
office.
the branch office.
office. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you know where the water is for the branch office.
Exactly.
Right. So that's another fortune roll. Is that yeah?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Fortune roll. There's no risk in doing this. No significant risk in doing this.
And I get a bonus die from Anna.
Yes.
Yes.
'Cause Anna's helping you.
Look at that 6.
3 ticks on
Nice.
your clock. Yeah, you
Nice.
build an effective design for the branch office. Now you just got to make plans that could be standardized for other buildings.
Sure. Okay. That's the big thing I want to get done.
Cool.
I love
I
Uh,
absolutely love Venat.
I love
That's
everybody.
Do we want to finish our downtimes, because we are at time? But
I don't know what I want on Anzu's second downtime action to be, so let me put a pin in that and we can just call it here.
Experience.
sounds good. Yeah, let's do some XP.
And I think X has another downtime as well, so maybe just mark down that you have one, and we can resume it next time.
Yeah, because X, you just did your indulging stress
Mhm.
or indulging your vice. Indulging stress is something very different.
I think it's called
mark
an
it down.
engagement roll.
Yeah.
Oh, if you look at my notes, I noted down that yes, I do have a downtime.
Excellent.
Okay, cool.
All right, let's start with the detectives as a whole.
Okay.
Did you execute a successful investigation, espionage, or robbery?
No.
No. The negotiation is not an investigation or espionage, unfortunately.
And we didn't
Uh,
steal anything from anybody, did we?
No.
I stole a hat.
You beat up the person first.
That's still theft.
we stole our power as a gang back.
Yeah. We did a lot of good stuff.
You did a lot of good things. I don't think it's an actual robbery.
Yeah.
You did the second one, though. Contend with challenges above your current station.
Multiple times.
multiple times.
So many
Exclusively.
times. Yeah. Did you bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one?
Our reputation is principled.
I mean, I think we were still principled AF.
We were
Are you
very
sure? 'Cause
principled
I-
here.
We kind of might be ruthless now. Like we just been taken out.
There was a little
boys
bit of
left and right.
ruthlessness, and this
We
is
just-
like the second gang that we've kind of butted heads with and come out
Mhm.
on top.
Like I don't know if I was
Third?
me.
Ambitious?
Terrifying.
Ambitious.
Ambitious.
I think we're also ambitious. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think you got principled, but you're building towards ambitious.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I
ruthless.
definitely feel ambitious.
It's applicable. Yeah.
All right, so that's
Like I don't personally feel ambitious, but I feel
Ambiguous.
like
the
John
crew
Teach-
as a whole, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me.
No.
so
We stopped the war, which was a big goal of ours.
It's true, you
Mhm.
did.
that
We
moment
protect-
with Azumi and Venat like bumping into each other and doing that dance, like that whole thing, that
Mm,
was like, I feel like an essential nature of the crew. Just like
yeah.
Miss Etok sticking up for the community organizer, letting know the voice there.
Yeah.
That is definitely essential nature of the crew.
Yeah, totally.
definitely.
All
So I
right.
think we're at 6.
You're at 6. All right, you're 3 away from another crew advance.
Almost
Uh,
there, baby.
Almost there. Yeah. Okay, we can go down the list because literally everyone did something in this. Everyone was a part of it. All right, we're
Yes.
going back through this way. Starting
Everybody help.
with Izumi.
All right.
Did you address a challenge with stealth or speed?
Yeah. Once.
Once.
Ran
yeah.
into the fire and threw myself in between Venat and the bender.
Yeah, totally.
Well, you surprised that other guy.
Oh, that's true. And I did. I stealthed up on that one guy and then like helped X by like elbow dropping on him
All
or
right.
something.
Yeah, totally. I'll take it. Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
Background for sure with that little move with Venat.
The pro bending.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vinod.
Your beliefs when you ran into the building after Anna.
Let's see. Beliefs are no risk, no reward, and it's better if they don't know you're coming. I feel like that definitely came up with I had to risk myself to save Vinod, and there otherwise he would have been way more hurt.
Yeah. I think so. Did you struggle with issues from your vice or trauma during the session?
I mean, I recklessly ran into a building.
Yeah, you got burned for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll take it. So 5.
Also, I don't know if I ever got XP for struggling with my vice for disappearing for like the whole season.
You were on house arrest, so
I don't. I mean, we could do it now. I think that's one stress from the time when it actually happened. Sure. Yeah.
1 XP.
Yeah,
Just round
so
it
I
out.
think
It's fine.
I'm a 6. that's
6.
fine.
Yeah, 6. That works.
We probably could have found another way your vice or traumas were interfering here, but this is fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Then Miss Etok.
All right, let me just mark down I have 6 XP. I'll
Yeah, totally.
spend it later.
Yeah,
All right, Miss Etok.
yours.
So I have an extra XP trigger.
You do. But first, you spelled vicious wrong.
I'm sure I did.
It's fine. I got it.
That's fine.
I already
It's-
fixed it.
Because it's viscous right now.
Viscous. I don't want her to be. I don't want them to be viscous either.
Did you address the challenge with charm or influence?
Heck yes, that negotiation was all me.
Yeah. Yeah, it was all you. Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
That negotiation was
Um,
all you. That's your belief. Your drive.
I mean, her beliefs are definitely she can talk anybody into anything.
Uh-huh.
So that's definitely a thing. And drives definitely she got with Casca, and she's been eyeballing Casca for a while. So yes.
True. Did you struggle with issues from your vice or traumas during the session? You don't have
No.
a vice or a trauma.
Nope.
And your vice didn't come up. So 4 XP. Oh.
Nope.
And did you struggle with issues from a rival or enemy during the session?
Yes. Did
Did-
my crewmates struggle with these issues?
I wonder if they did.
Yes,
I was gonna
everyone gets
say-
an XP.
Everybody gets an XP.
even,
What?
Yeah, even Anna.
Yeah, everyone struggled because
Wanshi detectives.
Wanshi came knocking and we called our banners.
Yep. All right. So yeah, you get
and I'll-
5.
5. And I'll give Azumi one more. She gets 7.
Yeah, so Miss Etok, 5 XP. X.
What it do? What it do?
Did you address a challenge with force or coercion?
Okay, so I can name you the times, and you can tell me. Beat up those those brown coats.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Intimidated the guys who were trying to talk mess to us, and with their
Mhm.
hat,
Yep.
straight up just RKO'd someone burning my building,
Yep.
And then force the guy to help us.
and then forced the guy to help us.
Unfortunately, you only get 2 XP,
I
but
don't
yes,
get,
all
I
those things.
totally get it.
Yeah.
But you rocked it this session. Good job.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So,
Violence solves everything.
did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
Okay, so this might be a little bit tough, but I'm gonna let the
I-
gallery tell me.
I believe.
Yeah. So I would say, okay, standing up to that dude who was kind of like talking to us, like talking down on us, like my belief that like, hey, we're legitimate. What do you mean, like
Mhm.
we're not? We don't belong here. Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
I don't like being told where I don't belong. Like,
Yeah,
I-
totally.
Mhm.
That's 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would also like to say, like, that ending scene of you like fighting in the ring with Remy, like,
Face off against Remy.
yeah, like you.
Or inviting Anna over for food. Like you always want to take care of us.
Yeah.
And you took
Oh, yeah.
everybody to the healer because you gotta
Yeah.
take care of everybody. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
The
So
natural mom in me.
4 XP because I don't think you struggle with issues from your vice or trauma during this session.
No, we didn't.
No, you don't have a
Oh,
trauma.
+1 though, because if you didn't already mark it down, the one for.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, so you
Alright.
got 5 XP total. Thanks to Yuki. Anzu.
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 All right. Did I
Edge-
address a challenge with knowledge or tracking? Yes. Multiple times, especially with my I've heard of them special ability when I got to just bust out random facts and just know stuff.
That ability is wonderful.
It really is so good. Did I express my beliefs, drives, heritage, or background? You know, like I feel like I did not get a chance to address many of those here. Like,
Mhm.
I don't think like
You did with how you knew that information was because of your girlfriend. So
True.
I feel like that we
I
kind of
yeah,
come
because
into
it's
play.
tying that all in together here.
Mhm.
Good call. Good call. Thank you. Yeah, I think that's it there for that. Struggle with
Okay.
issues from your vice or trauma. That actually, I don't think I was. Well,
Were you soft or paranoid?
I was soft or paranoid,
did
but
you
I don't
trouble?
think I struggled with it.
Yeah, I don't think
Like,
so either.
unless you count me running out of film trying to get the pictures of everybody coming out of the burning building. Like, the fact I was taking those pictures was paranoid, but like
It didn't give-
that helped
yeah.
us more than it
Yeah.
hindered us in any way. So
Yeah. So yeah, 3 XP for.
What about
that.
the time you checked on Chogi for his injuries?
that was me being soft.
Oh yeah, totally.
Thank you.
100%. Yeah.
Thank you.
Perfect. Love it.
See, I pays attention to
You
you.
do. No, you do.
4
Thank
XP.
you. All
See,
right.
this is why we do XP together, so we have that.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right. 4 XP. I took it.
+1.
I took it too.
Anna.
Okay.
Anna, did you address a challenge with technical skill or ingenuity?
Yes. I got to blow some stuff up, and it was great.
You did get to blow some stuff up. It's true.
I'm actually really proud of that, actually, being like, all right, I'm going to come up through the sewers with a bunch of water.
It was great. Also, you're helping Vanat with his
yes,
thing.
I'm helping
Yes.
Vanat with this thing, exactly. Express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background.
It's up to you.
I'm trying to think of what. I
Well,
mean,
When you
You
brought up your uncle being fired,
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Or you, when
Oh,
you,
right,
your
I went
uncle
on
and you're
that
like,
whole
I have to be
rant.
home.
yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta go home because my
Yeah.
uncle, right?
Yeah.
Definitely. Struggle with issues from my vice or trauma. I mean, I
tried
did
being
run into that
reckless.
fire. I ran into that
Just assume-
fire.
Zumi was.
Also, you recklessly, when you had to double down on your rig and got injured for it.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's true.
reckless.
That was very
Mhm.
reckless. Good
Yeah,
call.
There we go.
right. Yeah, I'll take that. So,
Totally.
5 + 1 is 6, but I already took the 1, so that'll be playbook advance, and then one more that I'm gonna drop into.
Nice.
Resolve.
Casca, did you address a challenge with quick thinking or conspiracy?
So quick thinking would be the way we jumped off the building to take care of Huan Shi.
Yep.
And then I was out. So
Yeah, exactly.
Quick thinking that there was an empty movers theater across the street where we could be alone, Winku.
I don't know if that's a challenge, but
Yeah.
oh well,
Wait.
I did use my my special armor to protect X like during the fight.
Yes,
So,
you did.
like
Yeah.
that required being quick. So 2 for
Mm.
that.
All right. Your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background.
Right. So my
Or-
heritage of like silent hunting in the South Pole came up. And
Your tribe background came up with Miss Etok.
Mm.
oh yeah.
You definitely
Yeah.
did.
You just laid it out on the table. Just like, hey. So yeah, totally that. Did you struggle with issues from your vice or trauma during the session? Well, you got another trauma.
Right.
that was an issue. That was struggling with it by virtue of the fact that you weren't there for the rest of it.
Right. So that's
yeah.
I think that's 5.
5, and then the extra one from Missy Talk.
Okay, so 6. Okay.
Alrighty. And Banat. Did you address a challenge with technical skill or ingenuity?
If technical means like if you can apply technical to bending, I don't know if that's.
I think that works. It just says technical skill, so like, yeah. It was also ingenious to just like, you know what? Here's where I'm finding the water.
Well, I mean,
which was your friends, to be fair, but
no, I had all of the. I was running in to open up all of the water pots that I had left.
You were, yeah.
So that's yeah. All right, so 1 for that.
But also in how you were putting out the fire when you. Oh wait, no, because you said you didn't do like the surgical part. You were just throwing the water on there.
Just like everywhere. Water.
It's like a water tornado is what it was. So. Belief drives heritage background. Well,
I want to wait before you go. You're starting your long-term project. That's a very ingenious idea.
Yeah. Okay.
Of
pretty ingenious, right? All right, so that's 2. I got up in Wan-Chi's face about destroying our building.
You did, yeah.
He's really much about like attacking the weak and stuff like that. And my background came up with I was being singed, but I'm like, well, this is what normally happens at the school anyway. So,
right. Yeah.
So that's. I don't have a vice. I didn't do any vice, and I don't have any traumas. So that's 4 + 1 is 5. So.
Yeah. All right, and that's it.
It's everybody.
It is 5.
That's all the XP. That's all 7 of you.
I'm sorry.
Let's do this again.
All right.
Brooks was like, I'm definitely bringing in a new character for next season.
But I kind of want to. But I mean,
you can if you want. Yeah, I don't mind.
We'll just make all the characters. Like everyone will just make another backup character, and
we still don't have a We have a person in every playbook. Yeah, I was like, we still don't have a. I'm like, wait, no, we have everyone because we originally didn't have a socialite or any inventors.
Oh.
Now we got 2.
Yeah. So
awesome. Well, let's do some outros then. Starting with X. Brooks, where can people find you on the internet?
Okay, so normally I'd say nowhere and stop trying, but you actually can this time because your boy, we have we're starting a new easy listening anime podcast. It's not so much of just people that are experts on anime, just people that enjoy it and just want something to listen to on a long drive home, or if you're stuck up in your house for any given reason. I don't know your life, but if you just want to listen to some comedians talk about anime, I'll post a link on Twitter at blackboyfly94.
Nice, thank you. Let's go around in a circle. Estaney, you're next.
Hiya, I am Estaney. I am a variety streamer and art streamer, so you can find me on my own Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Estaney, 4 days a week. Currently playing Satisfactory, Witcher, so lots of winkus in that. I also, like I said, I do art stuff, so you can find me over on Patreon, patreon.com/Estaney.
Awesome. And Kai, how about you?
Hi, everybody. I'm Kai, XAI. You can find me online as Kai the Gamer. And I just want to promote, hopefully it happens, Memorial Day weekend, Camp Nerdly will be going on. I help organize that. It is a family-oriented gaming gathering in cabin camping in the woods just south of D.C., Prince William National Forest. And it is pay what you can. So if you need to come for free, then you can come for free. And it's a lot of fun, and I really encourage you to come if you can make it.
Awesome. Saint, this is your game.
Yeah,
Tell
it
us
is.
some more about yourself
Hi,
and your
everybody.
games.
Yeah,
Plural.
yeah. Games plural. Yeah, there's an S on that now. Hi, everybody. My name is Saint Guard. I'm a variety streamer, voice actor, and sometimes jam at tabletop role-playing games like today. I'm also the creator of Republic City by Night, a Legend of Korra Forge in the Dark game that we were just playing. I'm also the creator of There's Been a Murder, a murder mystery Firebrands hack, and South of Morning, which is a setting for Republic City by Night. It's an alternate original setting where I just take the aesthetics of Legend of Korra and bring in more of the 1920s. That's the quickest explanation of what South of Morning is, off the top of my head. Yeah.
Already a fan.
Thank you. You can find more of me over at twitch.tv/SaintGuard. I just finished Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary because that came out for PC finally. And I'm playing through Kingdom New Lands, which is a lot of fun. Actually doing really well in that, which I didn't expect. But it's actually a very nice and relaxing game for a side-scrolling roguelike strategy game. But yeah, you can check me out. I will be here. I will be on tomorrow, actually. I also do game design over my channel, so if you want to see me do more Republic City by Night or South of Morning or There's Been a Murder, I will be doing that every once in a while. Also, check me out on Twitter and Instagram at Garly. That's using with an L-Y.
All right, thank you. And thank you for coming out, everyone. This is my channel. I'm Kelsa. You can find me on Twitter at Kelsa, Twitch and YouTube. It's Kelsa Delphi. Simple enough. In addition to playing this game here, on Mondays on this channel, we are doing a series of one-shots in between some longer form games. Steny joins me for that as well every other Monday. And on Thursdays, I'm over on Party Wipe Games, where I'm the GM of a Scum and Villainy game, which is another Forge in the Dark base game. And Saint joins me in that as our illustrious pilot and or scoundrel?
Scoundrel, yeah.
Scoundrel, yes.
I think disaster is also an appropriate word for them.
I love them so much.
I love them too.
Everybody loves them because like they're a disaster.
Also, yeah. Yes, that.
They're just a big old disaster.
They're a fantastic disaster. All right, well, thank you all for coming on out. I'm going to kick us back over to splash screen with some music from Drummer Boy. Thank you again. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.